How's it going? Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Is everyone hearing me? Give me a message in chat. Let me know if you can hear me or not. There's a saying with streamers that okay, good. That you haven't streamed if things don't go wrong, and if things don't go wrong last minute. And it's totally my fault. Like I logged into the sim about 2 hours ago and should have done all my tests, but I mean, the stream has been so stable for so months and months and months with no issues that I kind of took that for granted. So what's happening is for some reason my intro video is not giving out any audio output. So another thing I've learned is just leave stuff alone. But you know, I've had some stutters coming up on some airports, and Two Tone Murphy had posted a video and a website of where to go to try to fix it. Holy crap. We'll talk about this in a little while. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for the raid, Dwarven Egg and Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid right at the beginning of stream. How's it going? I was just talking about audio issues I was having right before stream, and how, you know, if you're a streamer, you're gonna have issues. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I'm Scruffy Tam. I'm a longtime gamer. Been streaming since September of 2020 and a flight simmer since September 2021. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you, Dwarven Egg, for the raid. Y'all, if you don't follow Dwarven Egg, go give Dwarven Egg a follow. Great streamer. I've known him for a long time. I think he was the first person that I actually shared my personal phone number with as a viewer, and just a great guy. Can't wait to meet him at Flight Sim Expo. I was over on his stream earlier and we were talking about that. I can't wait to meet him and everybody else at Expo. But go give him a follow. Thank you so much. I want to scroll back to the top of chat. Welcome everyone as they came in. But welcome in, everybody. I was having some audio issues. I still don't have them worked out. But what happened was I did an NVIDIA driver. In fact, I deleted my NVIDIA driver, re-downloaded it. And it's trying to take over all my audio settings. Thought I had everything good because Thursday's stream was beautiful, no issues. And then all of a sudden I have not changed a thing since Thursday. Now I'm having audio issues. Ugh, I can't stand PCs. I mean, I like them, but it's just aggravating when things change and they shouldn't change. Anyways, Infinite Fireman was first in chat as always. Good to see you, Infinite Fireman. Good friend of the community. A really good friend of mine personally as well. Awesome streamer. He has taken some time off for some in real life stuff that's really exciting for him. But let me give Infinite Fireman a shout out. Go follow Infinite Fireman. Check him out. AZ Bubba, welcome in. Also, good to see you, my friend. AZ Bubba second in chat. And let's see here. Who else? Nova Stuff is here. Welcome, Nova Stuff. I did get your message about being in VR, so I don't expect a response back. But welcome in, Nova Stuff. Awesome guy. Uncle B Sim Channel. Welcome in, Uncle B. Good friend of the community. Also, one of the most active pilots on Parasox Air.
Thank you for dropping the bass, Dom.
Welcome in, Dom the Dev. Thank you so much for dropping that bass, Dom. And Super Typhon, thank you for being here. Thank you for the raid suggestions too, both Flights with Joel and Factual Goal. But I was just delayed starting because trying to figure out the audio crap. But we'll figure it out between now and Tuesday, hopefully. Let's see here. Nightwind Elf, how's it going, man? Good to see you also. Nightwind Elf, another pilot in Parasox Air. Speedy as well. Speedy's one of the newer pilots. Good to see you, Speedy. Speedy is also a streamer of Microsoft Flight Sim, a disabled gamer doing amazing things. Good to see you as well, Speedy. Hope things are going good for you. And then, of course, Dwarven Egg Official with the amazing, awesome freaking raid. Thank you so much for that, Dwarven Egg. Good to see you as well. Well, again, welcome in, everybody. Captain Wotan, welcome in also. Cap Wotan, another one of the most active pilots in Parasox Air. Yes, we are besties for sure. Yes, yes. Yeah, Infinite Fireman is actually in school. I didn't know if you wanted to, wanted that known or not, Infinite Fireman, but Infinite Fireman is in school. So that's why he's not here. What's up, Captain Custard? Welcome in. Don the Dev, I hope you're doing well. Don the Dev, a long-time member of the community, back when I was a variety streamer, actually. Good to see you, Dom. How are you doing? How's things going for you? Don the Dev is another streamer as well, variety over on their channel. Let me find the shout out button for Dom. There it is. There's a shout out for Dom. Good to see you, Dom. Let's see, Uncle B trying to be active. The Sim has other I know, right? The Sim has had plans, other plans for me as well. So welcome in, Captain Custard. Thank you so much for the first time chat. Welcome in. Good to see you. Zwasigar, what's going on? Zwisigar. Good to see you. Thank you so much for jumping in. Good to see you. I've probably just destroyed your name. I apologize, but welcome in. Good to see you. Right, Night Wind Elf. Don't look at my landing rates either, though. Was my audio cutting out? So my audio was not cutting out, but the audio for my intro video would not work. And right when I did my mic check before I started stream, the mic wasn't working either. So I had to change the settings. NVIDIA tried to take over my audio, so I had to switch it back to my Go XLR. Anyways, I'll work it out though. No big deal. No big deal. Doing good. Awesome. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. Beautiful weather today. Oh my gosh. It was beautiful here today as well. Gorgeous weather. Took the kids riding their bikes around our neighborhood, and I did some walking. Y'all, I'm losing weight really, really good. I'm on track really good with my eating healthy and in exercise. So I'm super excited about that. I'm down into the 300s now. Y'all know, if you've been in here for a while, I was well above 400 pounds. I'm down to 397 right now. So making progress. All right, let's switch to the PC scene. But welcome in, everybody. On my streams, everyone's always welcome to fly along. If you have thank you so much, Captain Custard. If you have Microsoft Flight Sim, everyone's always welcome to fly along with me. We are on Southeast Asia for the server, and the closest airport will always be showing up here in the right-hand corner. Dude, I already feel amazing. I really do. Just the few pounds that I've lost, I feel amazing. I'm able to wear clothes that I haven't been able to wear in a while. So that's a huge thing for me. Huge thing. Thank you, Speedy. Hey, what's up, Oshef? How you doing, man? Token Brown, welcome in also, Token. Good to see you as well. Thank you for the hand clap. Oshef is another fellow Flight Sim streamer and variety over on his channel. Oshef, I enjoyed hanging out in your stream yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Looks like Captain Custard may be a streamer too. Oh, Dom, thank you. I forgot you're a mod. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna give Captain Custard a shout out. Uh-oh, it didn't work. Why did that not work? Viper Strike, what's up, dude? How are you doing? There's the shout out. There we go. Nice. So Viper Strike 95, another longtime member of the community here, good friend of us, awesome individual. Go give oh gosh, I've got so many things on my mind right now. Go give Viper Strike 95 a follow right now. He's a great guy, his streams are very educational. He spends a lot of time researching where he's flying. Go check him out. Give him a follow. Great guy. Great guy. Let's see here. Oh, you're welcome, Captain Custard. I also gave you a follow. Captain Custard is another Flight Sim streamer. Go give him a follow, or them a follow, excuse me, as well. So, tonight we're going to be flying in Australia, the northernmost western part of Australia. I'm going to let Oz talk more about that in just a minute because I have no idea all the details, but let me show you. This is all I know is the flight plan details. So here's our flight plan for tonight. We're going to start, there we go, up here on Thevenard Island. I don't remember the name of it, how to pronounce it. And then we'll fly southeastern and then western and then southward and then eastward. It's going to be fun. It looks like a beautiful flight plan for tonight. So again, if you want to fly along, as you can tell looking down here, A lot of people are already loaded in. I see Bubba, Jerdot, Cappy Steak, Nightwind Elf, Nova Stuff, Rock 57, Scoopist, Oz Nomad, Cap Wotan, and I'm down there in that little purple plane. My favorite, Cessna 172. So Oz Nomad, welcome in. Oz is in Discord voice. He is the voice of the Australian tour. Oz, why don't we get a mic check? Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's working. And give us a rundown of what tonight's going to be about.
Yep, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Australia. So today, we're going to leave Thevenard Island, head over to Onslow, which is a small town on the coast. It's actually two towns because there's an old town and a new. We're going to fly sort of generally southwards from there to the Exmouth Peninsula. We're going to fly down the coast of that through Cape Range National Park, see a few things down there. There's a whaling station right at the end of that. It's not visible in the sim, but I'll give you a bit of a history on it going back. And then that's sort of the first half of the flight. Second half, I'm afraid, won't be quite as interesting because we're turning to head inland at that point because there's some things to see, a couple of things to see inland. Plus, one of the airports I want to have a look at is a handcrafted airport that was introduced with the World Australia update. So we're going to head off in that direction for a bit, cut inland, and then come back to the coast after that.
Awesome. Captain Custard lurking because the pizza's here. You know, you got to share pizza with everybody. Thank you so much, Oz. That is, I love these Australian flights. I love them. Oh, no problem, Deep Dish Dave. Deep Dish Dave is another flight sim streamer friend of the community, as well as North Lodge. North Lodge, what's going on? Good to see you also. Thank y'all for the lurks. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. You're making me hungry with all this pizza talk. Deep Dish Dave is a fellow flight sim streamer and another amazing flight sim streamer and a pizza shop owner. Yeah, Nightwind, I have them all mapped, except I do need to map the fuel pump. That's the only one I don't have mapped. All the other ones I do have mapped. Just finishing work, nearly done. Nice. So you know what, let me check my engine health. I might go ahead and rebuild my engine while we're just here. Yeah, well, no, I'm good. 72% is okay. I don't think we'll have any engine failures tonight off of 72%. So my tanks, I should have enough fuel for the flight. Let me check my controls really quick. You're welcome, Speedy. Yeah, don't worry about your landing rates. Like Infinite Fireman said, Parasox Air is all about just having fun. And I have now uploaded every Japan Air route. I've uploaded every Ryanair route, and I've uploaded 3 different historic Pan Am routes to Parasox Air. We've got over 300 routes now. Right, Skipper Jeff? A new engine's a lot of money, thousands of pizzas, yes. Elevator down, elevator up is good. So I'm not gonna rebuild the engine quite yet, Skipper Jeff. Left rudder, right rudder is good, and let's just really quick check our flaps and then we'll get up in the air. Yeah, I'm glad we haven't taken off yet either. Skipper Jeff is one of the people responsible for this amazing Cessna 172 mod. This is the WB Sim mod. I love this plane. This is my #1 favorite plane. Number 2 and number 3 are really tied now. The Vision Jet and the Kit Fox. I love the Vision Jet. I do Vision Jet Turbine Tuesdays. Flying the Vision Jet now. That's how much I like it. Oh, that's it's a fuel truck, I think. All right, into the plane I go, and once I get up in the air, we will fly a heading of 152.
Hello? Is it me you're lurking for?
Why am I not seeing that helicopter? Why am I seeing a plane instead of a helicopter? I thought I had everything reinstalled. All right, park brake is off. Let's taxi on out. What's up, David the Daybed? Welcome in. Good to see you. And so once again, if you'd like to fly with us, jump on in and fly. Yeah, so that's actually a helicopter, and apparently I don't have that helicopter, although I thought I had all the helicopters. Helium leak, right? We got a pretty rough crosswind here tonight, or today. Hey, but we made it. We survived that. What's up, Kev Sim Corner? Welcome in, dude. Good to see you. Kev Sim Corner, another flight sim streamer, but mostly an American truck sim streamer. American truck sim streamer is Kev Sim Corner. Great guy. He does do some flight sim as well. Good to see you, dude. Welcome in, Kev Sim Corner. Go give Kev a follow on Twitch and on Facebook. So my socks of the day. Socks of the day. I decided to do something a little bit different today with the socks. Today, I am wearing a striped sock on each foot, but they're different colored different color, of course. On the right foot, I've got my black and white striped socks. On the left foot, my yellow and black stripes. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. There we go. Thank you for that command. And good to see you. Good to see you, Blue Eye Tom. Thank you for being here. Yes, getting my socks ready for jail for sure. Yes. All right, got to get my plane on the correct heading and stable, and then we'll go from there. So welcome in, everybody. Good to see you, y'all. So I had talked about the reason I couldn't stream yesterday is because I could have streamed, but my daughter was having her final basketball game of the season and award ceremony. I am so glad I went. This chick, she is, she's tall for her age, so she's 8 years old. She scored 6 baskets yesterday. I could not believe she slayed that game. She made way more than anyone else. And like, I mean, yes, she's my granddaughter. And of course I'm gonna talk about how awesome she is. But she, yeah, man, she was on fire. So I meant to have, if it wasn't for all the audio issues I had while I was starting stream, I was going to show you video. There was one player from the other team running down court with the ball, and Sissy Cat just started running the opposite direction, grabbed the ball, didn't miss a beat, and ran all the way down court, and she didn't dunk it because an 8-year-old ain't going to be able to dunk. But she, man, she nailed it. It was amazing. Nomad Aviator, what the heck? Nomad Aviator, thank you so much for the raid. Dude, welcome in, everybody. Dang, this is amazing. 2 raids in a row within 20 minutes of starting stream. Welcome in, everybody. How's everyone doing? Nomad Aviator, how are you, man? I was actually just lurking in your channel, so I'm gonna have to find someone else to lurk now. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Y'all, if you don't already know me, I'm Scruffy Tam. I'm a longtime gamer. I've been a flight simmer since September of 2020 and a streamer since September of 2020 and a flight simmer since September of 2021. Welcome in. Langers 1987. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. Doing well, heading one of your best Airbus landings, right? Dude, heck yes. Hey, there's nothing like having a really butter landing. Langers, thank you for the follow.
What the scallop? Oh, Goofy Goober!
There's nothing like a really butter follow when you got a really butter landing when you got a bunch of people watching too, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Nomad Aviator is not only a flight sim streamer who does tower control, he's also a real life tower controller at the airport where he works. Of course, he's a tower controller where he works in real life, but also he controls the tower on Twitch where he works. You know what I'm saying? But he also does some flying as well. Great guy. Go give him a follow right now. It's a must. You have to go give him a follow. And Langers, thank you so much for that follow, dude. I appreciate that very, very much. And once again, the invitation is open to anybody who wants to fly along. My slogan here is no rules, just flight. Fly what you want to, fly how you want to. Tonight we are in Australia and we got a nice little crowd growing of flyers along. So jump on in if you'd like to. Any rocks the flannel shirts? Heck yes. See, I would wear flannel if I didn't live in the South. So I live in South Carolina, and it's hardly ever cool enough for me to wear a flannel shirt, but hey, I'm all about that flannel life. I used to be. But good to see everybody. Thank you for that amazing raid, Nomad Aviator. Welcoming everybody. And again, if you'd like to fly, jump on in and fly. This is my Sunday evening regularly scheduled stream. I'm not the mess. I am a mess. I'm not the most knowledgeable pilot in the world, or virtual pilot in the world, but I do try to learn something on every stream or every flight that I do. Thank you, man. And Langers and anybody else, if you're interested in getting my liveries, so when you fly along with me, you can see yourself with my livery on it. They're available for free on flightsim.to. Just go to .to, type in Scruffy-Tam under search, and you'll see it. You live in the North, and sometimes you think flannel's overrated. I used to wear flannel, so I used to live in Massachusetts, and when we lived there, I did wear some flannel. Of course, I was a kid. We moved here when I was 10. Oh, and Nova stuff. I'm gonna need to chat with you sometime. My Toby has stopped working, and I've even lost where we had bound it to the sim. It's gone. I tried messing with it before stream, and then I realized I was having audio issues and said, you know what? I need to focus on audio first. Nothing like a stream with no audio, right? So if anyone from Toby is here, I apologize. The reason I'm not using it is somehow it has disconnected from the sim. What's the beverage of choice? So, I don't drink alcohol. So today during my streams, I usually drink either water, or I did just partner with Rogue Energy. So usually I've got water and either Rogue Energy, one of their amazing flavors, or Rogue Hydration, which are both just amazing flavors. But usually water, because I'm trying to lose weight. And we are approaching, I think, the Australian mainland, right? Yep.
Yep, back on the mainland now. This is the town of Onslow. It's a small touristy town. Nice caravan park. And in fact, years ago, the town itself was located a little further south along this coast, but they had to move it due to it kept getting flooding, and the jetty they had to move stuff out of here wasn't in a deep enough anchorage, so at some point in the past they shifted the entire town to its current location. But you can still go and visit the old town. There's a few buildings left. I'll stick a few photos in Discord shortly. And again, once again here, there's a lot of salt mining going on. And you can see some of it in your screen there, Scruffy.
Yep.
The usual white patches. The caravan park is just off to the left down below there, and it's not a bad spot. The only thing that's bad about this place is it's very bad for midges. The little sand flies that you get, they can be deadly at certain times of the year.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the follow. Veteran Lives Matter. I love your username, and I'm assuming you are a veteran. If you are, thank you so much for your service, and I mean that truly from the bottom of my heart. Whatever country you're from, I really do appreciate that, your service to whatever country you live in. Thank you. Langers, yes, they do deliver to the UK, and I don't drink much energy drinks at all, just because they're usually really high in sugar and caffeine, both of which I'm trying to stay away from, especially with my irregular heartbeat that I have. But the Rogue Energy has zero sugar and not a whole lot of caffeine. I've had some. It really hasn't bothered me that much, but I'm really all about their hydration stuff. It's really, really good. So yeah, they should deliver to the UK. If you type in !Rogue, I think it is, that'll get you a link to it if you're interested in checking it out. You can get free samples. You just have to pay for the shipping. And Nightwind Elf, that's amazing, man. Let me know. Message me and let me know what you think about it. "14 years British vet." Nice. Well, thank you for your service. I'm in the United States, but still, we're allies. So thank you for your service to your country. Oh, and Planet Neutral. Sheesh. Planet Neutral is another fellow flight sim streamer, great friend of the community, and just an overall amazing guy overall. Go give Planet Neutral a follow, please. Neutral, I thought you were streaming tonight. You just hadn't started yet? Because Planet Neutral usually streams on Sunday nights along about the same time I do. Thank you, Dom, for shouting out Planet Neutral. Dom, it is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You start in about 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Yes, brothers in arms. And also, Dom, are you living in Texas, or are you back in Chicago? Still in Chicago? Okay, cool. For some reason, you moved to Texas for a little while, didn't you? I've got all kinds of conversations going. Also, Oz, the white here is also salt. Am I correct in that?
Cyber Tiger, thank you for the drop in the base.
Yeah, not sure about those little bits below you, Scruffy, but the larger areas certainly, yeah.
Okay. It looks like it could be salt mines, and they're just that they caught it kind of flooded during the flooding stage. But yeah, this definitely looks like it. So we'll overfly some salt mines. I wonder how much of the world's salt, do you know, Oz, how much of the world's salt comes from here?
I don't, I'm afraid, no, Scruffy. I don't think it's... We do produce a bit, but I don't know that we're necessarily one of the world's largest suppliers,
Gotcha.
to be honest.
Just curious. You flew for 7 hours on stream today in the DC-3. Dang, Viper Strike. Where'd you fly to? You were in Champaign for 6 months. Gotcha. Okay. Nagpur, India to Chiang Mai, Thailand. Oh wow, 1,217 miles. Jeez. Also, with some new people in here, if you are interested in joining a virtual airline, I do have a virtual airline called Parasox Air. We are 52 pilots strong now. We are number 7 ranked on all the FS Hub airlines for the most miles flown this month, and we're number 5 for the most flights flown this month. Exclamation PSA will get you a link to it. I have every Ryanair route is now posted. Every Japan Air route is now posted. And I've got 3 historic Pan Am flight routes also posted for our pilots to fly. And man, we've got some really active pilots. Oh, nice, Dom. That's awesome. Tam the OG's in-laws live in Chicago, and I think y'all may have talked about that before, but they're considering moving down here to South Carolina. They love the weather so much. And Ace and Twigs, what's up, Ace? How you doing, man? Good to see you. You play Microsoft Flight Sim. Have streamed that a lot, but you don't have people to fly with when you stream. Gonna go back to shooting games and others when you're on. Yeah, you know what? Yes, of course. Veterans Lives Matter. You can always fly along with me. You don't have to ask. If you'd like to send me a friend request, anybody, send me a friend request. I won't be able to accept it until after stream's over. But that way, even if I'm flying off stream, feel free to jump in and fly with me. We got a bunch of people flying along tonight. We're on Southeast Asia. And we're on Southeast Asia, and the closest airport is showing in the upper right-hand corner right here. Dwarven Egg, there was something else. Oh, yeah, Dwarven Egg, we got to get you set up. We got to figure out what's up with your virtual air setup. Now, this is a oil refinery, Oz, right here.
Yeah, gas here. It's the Wheatstone project. It might be oil and gas, but primarily gas plant. I think that there's a couple of them along this coast near to here.
Yeah, I saw it said Chevron, so I figured it had to be something with oil or fuel. How's the air? Let's see what the winds are looking like. Yeah, so I've got a solid 15, 16 knot wind, crosswind actually, night wind. Pretty steady winds. You trying to find a game to play tonight? You don't play Microsoft Flight Sim? You started in YPPD, you're near YTHV. What'd you do wrong? You know, I'm not sure, Kev Sim Corner. This pulls data from the sim, but sometimes it's a little off. What's Artemis's Shell Challenge, Dom? Veteran, I just gave you a follow, and let me give Veteran Lives Matters a shout out also. Or if Dom, if you don't mind giving Veterans Lives Matter a shout out, please. I love supporting other streamers, and Veteran, Microsoft Flight Sim is such a vast community. Oh, sweet. Really? That's awesome, Dom. I got to check that out. Astro, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Veteran, I'm actually going to make a video on how to grow your channel. The Flight Sim community is a rather large community of watchers, but it's not as large as some other games, so you can get lost with all the other Flight Sim streamers. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, becoming a Flight Sim streamer in building is difficult. It takes time. But I've had a lot of people ask me how I grew my channel, and I'm not a narcissistic, so I'm really hesitant to make a video about, you know, how I grew mine, because I don't want to sound narcissistic. But I do feel like there are certain things people can do to help grow their channel. Hey, Cyber Tiger, how you doing, man? Cyber Tiger is a fellow. Cyber Tiger, you came in and I said hello, and I got distracted. I'm sorry. Cyber Tiger is another Flight Sim streamer friend. Also does variety on his channel as well. So go check out Cyber Tiger. Thank you. You're welcome, Veteran. You just connected your new flight radio panel to the game and try to tune in to aid us, but you don't hear anything. That's interesting. What flight radio panel did you get, Astro? That's something I'm considering getting, but honestly, I'm out of USB ports. Logitech, that's the same ones that I'm eyeballing, is the Logitech. They've got very reasonable and looks like pretty decent radio panels. I've seen several people using those. Yeah, I've got to get a powered USB hub. So my issue, Nightwind, has been I didn't realize that there was such a thing as a powered USB hub. So I got a USB hub that was not powered and plugged up like all my flight controls to it, and they all just died. They all quit working on me. So I said, well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, so I just got to get a powered one. Oh, dude, veterans, that is so amazing. That's really awesome of you, man. I stream to meet new people. I say it a lot. I have a passion for flying and a passion for people. I am a teacher in real life. I teach college age students, and I love teaching them. My whole goal in streaming and teaching is to make a difference in people's lives. There's a lot of hurting people out there, and veteran, you know that more than anybody, how many hurting people there are out there. And if I can be a shining light to somebody, for, you know, somebody to come hang out with me, and I'm not perfect, and see me that you know, that I make mistakes, and if I can be an encouragement to someone else, then goal made, you know. I love helping my students succeed and people here grow their channels. I love it. Oh yeah, please do, Nightwind. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, Astro, I was wondering if maybe it was because you were, you know, trying it out here, but no, it's Chicago, at Chicago O'Hare, there should be plenty of traffic there to listen to, or, you know, ATIS weather reports. And thank you so much, Dwarven Egg. Also, I saw your message where you had sent me the information I was needing. Thank you so much for that. And I talk about Flight Sim Expo a lot. I'm really excited about Flight Sim Expo, meeting all the, there's going to be so many viewers there, so many streamers there. Just super excited about it. Really excited about meeting everybody and hanging out. I'll be there Thursday, and I've already heard from several people that they're going to be there Thursday also. And then I may stay a day later because I heard that there's going to be something going on Monday for media partners that I'm going to miss if I leave when I leave. So I may stay until Tuesday. I got to look into that and just double check with my boss at work, which he's cool. I ordered shirts. I ordered 8 polo shirts, and I'm gonna have 6 of them with my logo and my slogan on them. So I'll have a Scruffy Sam shirt every day that I'm there. Yeah, you know what, veterans, and that's okay, man. To each their own. Oh, Dom, so it's an International Flight Sim Expo. It's going to be in Houston, June 23rd through the 25th. And I'm about to bust a gut to tell y'all, I am going to be playing a part in Flight Sim Expo. I can confirm that the Flight Sim Thunderbirds, this is public knowledge, they've already published it. The Flight Sim Thunderbirds are going to be the opening act, and I am one of the Thunderbirds. I'm Thunderbird number 8. I'm the narrator. Now, I have not heard whether or not I'm going to be narrating the intro or not, and that's cool if I'm not, because I don't get to be at their practices, because they practice on Tuesday nights when I'm teaching and Thursday nights when I'm streaming, and that's cool. But I do have another part I'm going to be playing as well that I'm about to bust the gut to spill the beans, but I'm going to try to keep that under wraps for now. But there's your teaser. But yeah, veterans, that's another thing I like about streaming is, you know, on my channel, I do keep it family friendly and PG. I welcome everyone in regardless of your beliefs or, you know, whatever, your identity or whatever. Everyone's always welcome here. And I want everyone to feel welcome, but you know, everybody has their own way of doing things, and that's cool. I don't have a problem with that, but that's just what I choose to do. I choose to, again, I know this world is a tough place, and I want to be someone that brings a little smile to your face, or, you know, somewhere to hang out and be chill and not worry about being judged or anything. You know what I mean? Dude, Uncle B, I will be the soxiest. I will be the soxiest person there. Still working on the hot tub thing though. I do have my GoPro and my GoPro gimbal. I've got to work on how to stream with my GoPro, but I will be streaming from Flight Sim Expo. You're gonna be disappointed if I don't fly an opposing solo in a 172. I'm just gonna say that's probably not gonna happen. So I'm not an aerobatic flyer at all. I mean, I barely fly, period, you know, just fly. And once I'm really horrible, not horrible, but once I learned autopilot in this plane, I really lean on it probably too much. Whereas before I was hand flying all the time and I was all over the place and crashing and stuff, but at least on autopilot, you know, that's a little bit better than it used to be. You're judging landings, no exceptions. Cool deal, man. Cool deal. I don't mind judging landings. I don't mind the judged landings. I do pretty decent on landings. The average landing rate on my airline for me is a sub 200 is my average landing rate. So I'll take that. Oh, heck yeah, veterans. Heck yeah. I mean, yes. And I wasn't saying that not everyone, you know, was welcome. It's just, you know, we all do things differently. And I love that. The only judgments you're making. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you, Token. I'm with you. But that's what I like about life. If everyone was the same, life would be awful boring, right? So I love that we're all different and we, you know, whatever. I love life. I love life. And I love streaming, and I'm so thankful for the people who I met before I became a streamer who really inspired me to become a streamer and to be the streamer that I am too. The, you know, the welcoming everybody in streamer and everything. And Artemis Awakens is one of those streamers that Dom was talking about. It's the safest place to be in Australia. All the bitey things live on the ground. Yes, they do. Sparky, how you doing, Sparky? Sparky Pilot is another fellow Flight Sim streamer. Someone else that I'm super excited about to meet at Flight Sim Expo. She will be there. Sparky Pilot is a pilot in real life and also streams X-Plane as well as Microsoft Flight Sim. Great, very engaging streamer, very knowledgeable. You will learn stuff on her channel. unlike mine, except you do learn stuff on mine, like how to crash and, you know, how not to stay level and steady. It's happy Sunday to you too, Sparky. Really good to see you. You're welcome. Always. You're always welcome. You're such an awesome person. There we go. There we go. So one of the things you'll learn on my channel is what not to do. Exactly. Thank you, Bubba. Although on Tuesdays I do Turbine Tuesdays, and so we're learning how to properly fly the Vision Jet. I was so freaking excited. Friday, I think it was. Mongo, thank you. Good Lord. Mongo, thank you for 10 months of subscriptions, dude. Mongo, thank you so much. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. He has been, wow. They've been subbed for 10 months. Thank you so much, Mongo. It doesn't seem like I've even been a flight simmer for that long, but I really appreciate that, Mongo. Thank you, dude. Thank you for your continued long-time support. So Tuesdays, I'm learning the Vision Jet, and I was so excited. I think it was Friday, I flew an ILS approach in the Vision Jet, flew it all the way just about to the ground, kicked off autopilot, and landed really nice. So I couldn't help but message my good friend Capustic, who has been such an encouragement to me as a virtual pilot, pushing me to learn things. And he's really good on giving me advice on which sceneries to get. Kevs, thank you so much for the sub to Veterans Lives Matter. Thank you so much for that. Kev Sim Corner with a gift sub to Veteran Lives Matters. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Exactly, veterans. Exactly. I love that. You don't tolerate someone else attacking. Exactly. And I'm going to tell you, excuse me, I do have very strong both religious and political beliefs, very strong, deeply rooted beliefs, but I believe that the only way, if you're ever gonna, and we don't talk politics or religion very rarely in my channel, or anything else, like, you know, that's a very controversial topic, but the only way, if you're ever going to convince anyone of your point of view, is to be kind to them and befriend them. And so anyways, you know, I just want to be a person that people like to hang out with, and I don't have a lot of friends in real life, and I consider each and every one of y'all a friend. So I love streaming. I really do. Death Crow, what's up, Death Crow? Go ahead, Oz.
Okay. Yep. So we're heading across the Exmouth Gulf now to the next point. The Gulf sort of stretches off to our left and creates a large peninsula here, which is where the Cape Range National Park and Exmouth Township is. It's also the spot where in a few weeks' time there will be a total solar eclipse, and I will be there. We're setting off at towards the end of March. The eclipse is in early April or mid-April. There'll be about 50,000 people there, they reckon, so it's going to be a nightmare. Normally the town, I think the permanent population is about 5,000 to 7,000, and that swells in the dry season when the grey nomads head north to about 15. But 50 is just crazy.
Jeez.
They've opened up some extra accommodation. They've cleared a couple of paddocks for campers and that kind of thing, and they've got a viewing site set up there. But it's still difficult to say what will happen on the day. I can imagine they'll be closing roads. There's only one road in, essentially, or one sealed road that runs up the peninsula. So I'd imagine they'll shut that off unless you've got a booking either for accommodation or for the viewing site for the day. That people will be getting turned back there, because otherwise it'll just be chaos.
Oh gosh, yeah. That'll be amazing though. When is that happening?
That's the 20th of April.
Wow.
And it's just kissing the the northern tip of that peninsula. It comes in from the sea, kisses that peninsula, heads back out to sea again, and the next bit of land that you'd be able to view it from is somewhere in some sort of remote, uninhabited Indonesian islands. So yeah, this is the one spot on land where it will be visible.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, and if you've never seen a full eclipse, it's going to be like it's a really mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, no, I've never seen a full. Seen a few partials in my time, but this is my first full, and it was on my bucket list. And come hell or high water, we're going to be there somehow. I booked my accommodation there 3 years ago to make sure. So, yeah.
Awesome. KW, welcome in. Good to see you, KW. Another longtime member of the community here. Welcome in. Excuse me.
While we're flying over the water, there's a few photos of Onslow in the Discord now, if you like.
Thank you, Oz. Thank you for that reminder. Sometimes I forget. So Oz is really, really good. He puts travel screenshots for us, and he's the one who's created all these flight plans for us, as well as volunteering to come in and talk about these places. So let me switch to Discord really quick so we can see the Discord screen. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Onslow War Memorial. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a nice spot that, and say at sunrise, the sun, what you see in the next photo, the sun comes up. If you stand in the right spot from behind that, looking out to sea, it's really quite pretty.
That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Yeah, Sparky, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Thank you for that. Marco, dude, I'm glad you figured it out. If you have not joined the Discord, just type in !Discord and let me know what you did to figure it out. What was the issue, Marco? Holy crap. How tall are these termite mounds?
They're taller than me, a bit. So, probably 2 to 3 meters.
Wow.
These
incredible.
are the more sort of rounded ones up north where we come from. I think I've showed some pictures of that before. They tend to be flatter from one side to the other, just like sails or something coming out of the ground, and that's because the termites up north, they can sense the Earth's magnetic field. They always build them up there in a north-south alignment, and that improves the ventilation and gets the breeze flowing through all the internal channels they build to keep the thing fairly cool in the hot weather.
That's pretty incredible. Paparazzi, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Get ready for bed and work tomorrow, dude. I totally understand that. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello. Hope you had a great weekend, and looking forward to a good week. Yeah, I know, Super Typhon. I said something to Oz about that the other day. The mouse arrow was on top of his antenna, and I was joking with him about having an arrow on his antenna. And here's some more salt mounds. That is crazy how high those salt mounds are.
Yeah, the road trains come in here with 2 or 3 trailers, and they ship it out from here. Yeah. Or if it's going out by boat overseas, then there's a large jetty that they can ship it out from too.
Paparazzi, let me take a picture of that, and I'll look into that tomorrow. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Maybe it's supposed to be EDDL, and I may have put an I in. I was really banging through all those company routes, and I did make some typos. Oh, so this is your setup right here, Oz?
Yep, that's our home. That's almost everything we own there.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. So in case y'all didn't know, Oz's username is Oz Nomad, and Oz and his wife travel all around Australia in his camper. And remind me what kind of vehicle that is. Is that a Toyota?
Yeah, it's an 80 series Land Cruiser, about
Cruiser,
30
nice.
years old, but it's got a Chevy diesel 6.5 litre V8 in it.
Wow. Nice ride. Oh, this is the pipeline?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, that's the jetty where they ship out from.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then this would be the refinery that we flew over, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's the Chevron refinery. Yeah, or one of them. Yeah, I think there's 2 in that locality, if I remember rightly. That's for the gas and oil that comes ashore from the Gorgon project that I was speaking about on the last leg. Now this is the town of Old Onslow. Still some buildings standing. It's quite interesting to go and have a look around there and see how they used to live before they shifted to down north.
Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you, Rock. What server? I am in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia server. And then there's the, oh, okay, the causeway. So I guess that's a marsh.
That's a river, a bit dried up
Okay.
at the moment in that photo, but that's a causeway across it. That's on the road out to the old town of Onslow once you've come off the main highway there.
Very awesome. Thank you for sharing these photos. It's really brings an awesome level of engagement to the stream to see real pictures of where we're flying, and I love those. Thank you. Yeah, Marco, so if you didn't, go ahead and join my Discord. Yeah, and then this is the ocean. Sarah, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you, Sarah. So everyone's invited to join Discord. I understand that a lot of y'all are members of a lot of Discords. You don't have to join my Discord, but Discord is where I post my flight plans. I do post some announcements here and there and other things. I try not to spam the pinging everybody, but I also have a channel for Parasox Air, a channel for Flight Sim, a channel talking about other games as well. And it's just a nice place to hang out. I like to be accessible to people in the Flight Sim community. Hey, Kazaki. Welcome in, Kazakian Raiders. An awesome raid. Welcome in. Good to see you. Kazaki Flyer, another awesome Flight Sim streamer, good friend of the community as well. Welcome in, y'all. I hope you're doing well. Let me give Kazaki a shout out. Oh, there we go. You are on it tonight, Dom. Thank you. That's a huge help to me. Y'all go give Kazaki Flyer a follow. He really is an amazing individual, a great streamer, and flying Microsoft Flight Sim. Where were y'all flying tonight, Kazaki? Okay, so this is the Naval Command Center, is that right? That we're overflying or about to?
Yeah, it's a naval communications centre. It was jointly run in the past between the US and Australia, but a few years ago now it was handed entirely over to Australian control. So there's a lot of antennas and all sorts of things going on here.
Cool. Yeah, on Little Nav Map is showing a bunch of like a matrix of antennas, but I don't think they're probably modeled in the sim though, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately not. No. It's just a square bit of ground with some bush surrounding it in the sim.
Oh, you were flying from Oshkosh. Nice. Well, good to see you, Kazaki. Really nice to see you. Yeah, Dom, I mean, this worked out beautifully because Infidel Fireman, who is a really engaged mod, he is away at school for the next several weeks. So if you miss Infidel Fireman, it's because he's away from his home for a few weeks. And it worked out well that you're... Kev, you're still lost? All right, so Kev, go to Yankee Delta Alpha Alpha. I'm about to do a full stop at Yankee Delta Alpha Alpha and take a restroom break. So we'll all be right there waiting on you. And if you're watching and you'd like to fly along with us, this is a great time to jump in and fly. Everyone's always welcome. I don't care what you fly. I don't care how you fly. I have been buzzed with a Dark Star at whatever Mach speed. I've had people doing aerobatics right in front of my plane. So fly what you want to, fly how you want to. We all love flying, and I don't want to restrict anybody from flying what they love. So that's why I do this thing called No Rules, Just Flight. On my virtual airline, same thing, no rules, just flight.
Yeah, we'll be landing here then at Yardie Creek Homestead, which was the homestead for Yardie Creek Station, which used to exist here years ago. No longer in use. Most of this peninsula is now National Park, but they still operate as a caravan park and a place to stay for people on the coast. They have some sort of entertainment and things going on there too, and there is this airstrip that people can use to fly in and out.
Oh, nice. Marco, you ordered your Austin Bergstrom VFR map. Oh, dude, nice. Marco, if you join Discord, post a picture of that, man. I might be interested in getting one of those myself. You did the Ripon approach to Oshkosh. Nice. More cowbell Cody, seriously? I would never, I don't think I have ever told, the only thing I've ever that's really irritated me one time is someone came in and they were constantly saying, hey, go outside the plane and watch me do this, watch me do that. I don't mind you flying like you want to, but the stream isn't necessarily about one viewer. It's about all of us coming together and enjoying flying together. So, you know, fly what you want to, fly how you want to, but don't make it about, you know, just you. But I don't mind if one person does aerobatics in front of my plane the whole entire freaking stream. I don't mind it. Just don't jump in chat and say, hey, watch me do this, watch me do this, watch me do this. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I think I was in that stream actually, Cabell. I didn't know it was you, but I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was in that stream. You wish they'd bring back Sea Patrol? I don't ever remember seeing Sea Patrol, Speedy. Yeah, I'm actually shocked. Anyways. But that's why I do what I do. I don't mind. I want everyone to be happy, and you know, if it irritates me, I'll let you know. But so far, the only thing that has irritated me is one particular instance, and I haven't seen that person again, that was continually just saying, hey, jump outside, go to the external view, and watch what I'm doing, you know. But besides that, I love people formation flying with me. I love seeing aerobatics. I love being buzzed. Right, Kev? Exactly. Me too. Me too. Me too. I was in Australian Navy's TV. Okay, that may be why I didn't recognize it, Speedy. Oh, also, y'all, yesterday I took the grandkids. So we've got a pet cemetery that's I don't know, probably 200 yards. You go into the woods behind my house and then hang a left, and it's about 200 yards up. The woods open up to a beautiful, very well kept grassy clearing. And in the corner there was a pet cemetery that had beautiful headstones with actually engravings in it. And then it had a really creepy wooden sign that said Pet Cemetery, spelt like the book, like the Stephen King book, with an S instead of the C. So it's kind of cool and creepy at the same time. So I've been telling the grandkids about it, and yesterday we didn't have rain. It was a nice day, beautiful day. So I said, let's go hiking out in the woods and we'll go check out the pet cemetery. So we get halfway there, and there's two huge oak trees that have been blown over And my fat, I shouldn't say, I'm sorry. That was that wasn't nice. My oversized self actually climbed over those two large, I'm talking like huge trees, climbed over them, and we made our way to the pet cemetery, which sadly enough is overgrown. And we could barely see the sign, but I posted pictures in Discord, but the kids loved it. The kids loved hanging out in the woods, climbing all over the tree and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. You were watching Two Tone and that person. Oh yeah, there was someone else's stream that they came in right after mine as well, and kept on with all that crap. Watch me. Hallie, what's up, Hallie? How you doing? Mariner Hallie is another flight sim streamer, a British friend of the community here. An awesome streamer, great guy. Y'all go give Mariner Hallie a follow also. I love shouting others out and helping others grow their channel. Mariner Hallie's a great guy. I really do enjoy Hallie streams, very engaging. Go give Mariner Hallie a follow. Thank you for shouting him out. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Horrible landings. Although we probably had high winds though, so I don't guess that was too awful bad. Michael McDonald from Mad TV, right? Look what I can do. Oh, that's accurate. All right, I'm gonna taxi up here, and I'm gonna take a quick pee break. Yeah, there was quite a crosswind. It was a little bit of a struggle there. No problem for the shout out, Hallie. And when I say someone's an awesome streamer, I mean that. I really do enjoy hanging out in so many people's channels. There we go. All right. Let me do this and this. Part brake on, external cameras on. I'm gonna go take a quick potty break and refill my water. Now's the perfect time to jump in if you'd like to. As you can tell, we got a lot of people. Capistick, I got to figure out what's wrong with my 145, because I have got that aircraft. I have had people fly along with me in the 145, and I don't know why you're showing up as this. I may have turned it off by accident, but I thought I reloaded everything back in. All right, give me less than 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Just catching up with chat really quick, making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, but I don't think Capistick has a I don't think he flies with third party. Oh, you know what it is? Capistick, have you got the rescue? That's why. Okay, that's why. You do have another livery. Okay, I'm with you. That's why. Okay, cool. Makes me feel better because I was thinking I had reloaded everything in. Very good. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. Go get a drink. Take a restroom break on your own. But if you want to fly in, go ahead and load in. Southeast Asia is the server, and we are at Yankee Delta Alpha Alpha. I'll be right back. Oh, nice, Cappy Stick. Thank you. You didn't have to switch back to default, but at least it lets me know that it's not an issue with me not reloading that in. Yes, travel screenshots is fine, Marco. Wherever you want to put them. That's awesome, man. And thank you for joining Discord. Hoff, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome in, Hoff. 1983, good to see you. So again, if you'd like to join Discord, it's a good place to reach out and talk to me. I do enjoy DMing messages, private messaging with viewers, answering questions, whatever. It's a good place to reach me. And a good place for updates as far as flight plans and Parasox Air stuff. So there's a link to my Discord. I'm doing fantastic, Hoff. Thank you very much for asking. All right, good fuel wise, very good fuel wise. Part brake is gonna be off, and now I'm gonna taxi to, I'm gonna taxi to my right. So I'll have some runway to take off, and we'll get back up in the air. Once we get up in the air, we'll be flying a heading of 211. Look at the route you typed in. You started YPPD. Did you really? Oh, wait. No, you started at... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I totally messed up. I am so sorry. I didn't update my bot. Oh, crap. I did not update my bot, y'all. I am so sorry. Holy moly. If anyone is using my bot for commands, my bot had an update too, and I got sidetracked updating my bot. Ugh. I'm sorry. No wonder you couldn't find us. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and change that really quick. Let me put on my part brake. I'll fix my bot real quick. Oh, holy crap. I feel bad now. Hashtag feels bad, man. Let me fix my route command really quick. This is Sunday, so copy my flight plan and paste my flight plan. And now, oops, clicked on the wrong thing. So you were flying last week's flight plan. Sorry about that, dude. I mean, you were flying, yeah, last week. You were flying Thursday's flight plan. You know, I really just didn't want you flying with me is what it was. There we go. No, seriously, I love everyone flying along. I apologize for misleading you. If you downloaded the flight plan off of my bot command, I apologize for that. Oh, dude, that shirt's awesome. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I've got to check that out. I got to get me one of those. That's really cool. Okay. You're an old dog. You ain't teaching me any new tricks. I'm trying to teach you a new trick. Oh, this is true, Hoff. Yes, it is Monday for some of you guys. It is Monday for some of y'all. Happy Sunday or Monday, depending on where in the world you are. Amusing to see Nova doing helicopter things in a Beechcraft. It's always amusing to see a hovering Beechcraft in the sim. All right, let's go. Pilotquarters.com, dude. Thank you for the link also. I'm also pretty excited about losing weight because some of the clothes that I have not been able to wear in a long time are now fitting me. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get up in the air. Yes, the route command has now been fixed. My apologies to everybody. Thank you for reposting it, Super Typhon. And let's go. How did you pass me in that F-22? All right, up in the air we go. I'm gonna fly to about, I don't know, 1,200 feet is where I like to fly, as long as it's flat. If there's mountains, sometimes I still like to fly at 1,200 feet, right into the side of the mountain. I have been known to do that.
Okay, so this is the Exmouth Peninsula, everybody. A thin strip of land joins to the mainland a little bit further down. The Gulf is over to our left in the east, as is the main town of Exmouth on this coast here. Exmouth has a big prawn, not modelled in the sand, so I didn't bother about flying over the town because you won't see it. But there'll be some photos in it in Discord. But yeah, it's a pretty special place. This one of our favourite places in Australia. You've got the huge national park here. You've got this ridge line running north-south all the way down the peninsula. Some nice canyons in there, which we've yet to explore. Actually, the last 4 or 5 times we've been up here, we've stuck mainly to the beaches. But on this trip coming up, we'll be exploring some of those canyons.
Nice.
The whole area off the coast, well, the whole area is World Heritage. Beautiful beaches all the way down, just beautiful white sand as far as you can see. There's a reef here, which, whilst not as big as the Barrier Reef on the other side of the country, is way closer to the land. In some places it's only like a kilometre or less off the shore. So there's a lot of fantastic snorkeling here. You wade out in the water off the beaches, you've got fish swimming around you. It really is pretty. And it's a nesting site for 3 species of turtles.
Oh, cool.
If you come here, as we did a couple of years ago in sort of November, if you get out at night time, you can spot turtles making their way up the beach to nest. There's loads of them. And then sort of come February or thereabouts, all those eggs will hatch. And the little tiny turtles will go scurrying down the beach into the water. Only about 95% of them survive. I mean, most of them become food for other predators in the ocean, but they survive and they thrive here. It's really quite interesting to see. And during the day, you'll often see some hot turtle action in the waters just off the beach. while they're actually making the babies. And then they'll lay the eggs at night time.
Very cool. That's awesome, Oz. This is definitely rising up on my bucket list of places I'll never be able to visit, but I would love to. Just such an amazing place Australia is. I've learned so much. But yeah, paparazzi, I've got a stack, not a big stack, but I've got probably 5 pairs of jeans that, again, I saved as I was I was trying to motivate myself to lose weight. And my wife kept on telling me, you're just gonna have to go buy some more pants. And I was like, no, one of these days I'm gonna get motivated and I'll be able to wear them again. And we're close. Marco, thanks for the sock command. So my socks of the night, I decided to go the striped route on both socks. On the right foot, I've got my black and white stripes. On the left foot, I've got my black and yellow socks. Actually, the left sock is exactly the same as the right sock. I just never washed this one. Totally joking. So 2 different socks, same pattern. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. Nice. Paparazzi, dude, you've done phenomenal. I'm in 48. I'm in 48, and hopefully will soon be in some 46s. And then my 44s are the ones that I have that I'm really excited about. But I've got a bunch of 42s that I'll be able to wear to work, but I'm a ways from that. One step at a time, right? But that's amazing, paparazzi. Good job. But I'm just trying to get healthy and in shape for Flight Sim Expo. Your weight fell off shortly after having your teeth pulled. That was a coincidence, right? Sure it was. You're down to 36 from 38. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah. So when I was 18, I was a 34 when I was 18. 34 waist, 34 length, and I would love to be there, but I'm not sure that I'll ever get back to that size again. But the thing
there's campsites all the way down the coast here, all managed by the national parks. They're pretty basic. They all have long drop dunnies, but that's about it. No, you have to bring everything else in with you. And they're all looked after by volunteer camp hosts. Each site has got a host, and they'll keep the toilets clean and manage the people going in and out. And the first one we'll get to is called Mesa, which is our favourite, because it's one of the few here where you camp very close on the beach effectively, but there's also a little track, and you're allowed to drive on the beach here within certain limits. You can get out to the water. You can't go very far north or south though, because they keep the vehicles off these beaches because of the turtles.
Right. Very, very neat. And I passed Mesa just a minute ago. But yeah, this is amazing. So do you have to reserve, like if you want to camp on the beach, do you have to reserve it, or it's just first come, first serve?
Well, you have to book, but it's first come, first served on the booking site. So the booking site will give you what's available for the next 6 months. That's as far ahead as you can book. So you go on there and you sort through the sites, the actual campground locations, and it lists each site and whether that site is free or booked already. So if you want to get in here, you're on the site at midnight, like 6 months in advance, as those dates suddenly become available, you know.
Wow.
So for the eclipse, we booked in town 3 years ago to make absolutely certain we had somewhere for the actual 5 or 6 days around the eclipse. But since then, we've managed to get 2 weeks beforehand in Osprey Bay, which is one of the campsites down here. And then after the eclipse, we've got 4 weeks in Mesa, in the park.
Nice, that was smart of you. Yeah, so Cheesy, I already wasn't drinking a whole lot of sodas. I really enjoyed drinking water. And so I was pretty much just, it was, for me, it was just eating. So for 14 years of my life, I was a service manager, and I picked up the habit of stress eating. Something stressed me out, go get a candy bar. Get stressed out again, get another one or something. Stress eating was big for me. And for 14 years, that was just a habit. And now I was really active then too, like a lot of moving. Now I'm a teacher, so I sit a lot and I stand a lot, but I'm not moving as much as I was. And that habit was still with me. So although yes, I am drinking strictly water now, and my Rogue, hydration and energy every now and then, but mostly just water. And watching my carbs now. So I'm doing extremely low carb, high fat, and no sugar at all. If I can help it, 0 sugar. And my doctor did give me his blessing on that. My heart doctor said, yes, that's cool, go for it. Yeah, exactly.
So now we're just taking a slight detour inland a little way, just to look at some of the canyons and gorges that are in this range here. There's 2 or 3 of them where there are vehicular tracks. You can drive some way up them, but there's an awful lot of walking tracks through these canyons and gorges here. But Mrs. Oz and I are sort of a bit beyond the long walking stage these days, so we'll just drive up in the vehicle.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you're able to drive into them, because they did look beautiful. Good flying in that that 35 as well, in that fighter jet. Really good flying. Ooh, I'm gonna drop into the canyon. I just have to remember this is not the Kit Fox.
Yeah, the two we're going to fly to before we cut back to the coast again are Shot Hole Canyon, which is the first one, and then Charles Knife Canyon, which is the second waypoint.
Oh man, yeah, this is nice. I haven't done this in a Cessna in a long time.
Very hot out here in summer though. There are days where these walking trails will be closed because it's just simply too hot to have people out here.
So the Park Service closes them because it's too hot?
Yeah, if it gets above a certain point, they will close the trails, yeah.
Nice.
They don't want to be doing rescue jobs for, dehydrated and
For
people
sure.
collapsing out here.
I can see that. Yeah, I'll have to try this out in one of the bush planes one of these days. This is really nice. Hey, Paradox, how are you, man?
Yeah, you can also swim with the whale sharks here. If you a lot of whale movements up and down the coast at various times of year. Some whales are the main one, I think, but the whale sharks are here also. Now they're not your typical shark; they're enormous things, more like a whale. They're very big, and they don't feed on humans or anything else for that matter. They're like filter feeders. They just open their enormous mouths and suck in huge volumes of water and filter out the small marine life that is in that.
Sounds like me. Welcome in, Paradox. Paradox is another streamer friend. Paradox does a lot of American Truck Sim, as well as some Flight Sim as well over on his channel. Go give Paradox a follow. Y'all, amazing for flying by. I love the fighter jet flybys, and it looks like Cowbell Cody doing a little bit of formation flying and some aerobatics as well. Good job. Oh yeah, Dom, so I do have a shout out button that I use. And so on my Stream Deck, I just got a button I can push to shout people out too. And I forget that I've got some amazing mods that just do that for me. But thank you. Oh, these canyons are amazing. And to go from just like flat, oh, that was Sarah Paxson in that. Nice. It's really cool to go from just flat, nothing to all these really amazing canyons here. Good stuff. Yeah, we definitely need a medic there, don't we? Oh, these are awesome. Now I'll turn to a heading of 279er.
Yeah, it is a spectacular variety. Whoops! Oh dear, another 737 needed. Yeah, it is a spectacular variety of scenery here, from the reef, the beaches, to the, well, they're not, I wouldn't call them mountains, they won't be that generous, but the canyons and ridgeline here are quite spectacular.
Well, the username is Trollmaster, if that tells you anything.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump in a Kit Fox and come out here, or some sort of a bush plane. That's a beautiful place right here.
Yep, heading back to the coast now, towards Turquoise Bay. which is really probably the prettiest beach on this entire coast. There's no camping there, it's a day use area only, but it's an enormous expanse of just beautiful white sand, shallow water where you can wade out amongst the fishes, great snorkeling here. There's a sort of a bay, and then around the next corner there's a drift snorkeling area where you can go up, get in the water, and just drift down with the currents and have a look at the coral and the fish life and so forth.
Oh, awesome!
It really is very nice.
My heading mode took me way off course for a minute. I'm just trying to get back on course. There we go. So now you're ahead of me a little bit. That works. Tam, what's up, Tam? 26 months, holy crap. So Tam the OG is my daughter. Many of y'all know that already. Welcome in, Tam, good to see you. 26 months, holy crap. Over 2 years of subs. Thank you, Tam. How you doing, babe? You got all the kids in bed? Oh, that's okay, Tam. I understand.
Yeah, as you get closer here, you'll see the curve of Turquoise Bay ahead of you. It's a very popular place on the coast here. Like families and kids and that come here to spend the day here. The water's very shallow for quite some way out, so nice and safe for the kids. They'll all be in there with their inflatables and what have you. And then I say around the left-hand corner is where the snorkeling takes place. People kite surf off here as well. You often see kite surfers on this coast.
Yeah, this is just beautiful. Amazing topography, landscaping. And it looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. Where do the people that bring their kids out here to do the snorkeling and stuff, where do they live?
Well, some will be local, some Exmouth, but most will be tourists, so they'll be camped at one of the camp spots, the campgrounds up and down the coast here, and they drive from there. So from here, it'll be about 80 or 90 kilometres, I suppose, into town at Exmouth. Sort of, you drive up this coast here. You can see the road over to your left there, all the way up to the tip where we came in with the Naval Communications Station is, and then kind of around the corner and back down the other side for a little way to get into town. So essentially, if you're camped here, you go to town once a week for a bit of shopping. You know, you might want to throw your washing in the laundromat or something like that, and then come back, and that's it.
Cool. And just curious, I know we've talked about some of the roads used to not have speed limits. What is the speed limit on that road? Do you know right off the top of your head, Oz? Just curious.
Yeah, from the tip to the entry point to the national park, they've got like a checkpoint, Charlie, where you have to either show your pass if you've already bought one. There's an entry fee for entering the park, or you can pay there. There's a little kiosk, and they normally have it manned by somebody. The next speed limit up to the
Uh-oh, I lost you, Oz.
park, it goes down to 80.
I lost you. What? I lost you right when you said the speed limit, and then it dropped out on me.
Okay, sorry. The speed limit from the tip to the point of entry to the national park is 110 kilometres
Oh,
an hour.
nice.
That's the general maximum speed limit across Australia on most roads outside of the major population areas. But once you hit the park, then it drops down to 80 kilometres an hour.
Gotcha. Wow, that's kind of slow, actually.
Well, the road's not very wide. It is bitumen, despite what you see below you in the sim there. But the bitumen runs out some way further down when we get down to Yardie Creek. And yeah, look, especially towing, I wouldn't be driving any faster than 80 kilometres an hour on this road, because there's just traffic. There's a lot of traffic on it going backwards and forwards, like
Makes
people with
sense.
caravans and motorhomes and all the rest of it. So you needs a bit of care.
That makes sense. Hat Trick, welcome in, Hat Trick. How you doing? Thank you for flashing the lights too behind me. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just know 55 miles an hour is 88 kilometers an hour. So 80 is,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, roughly 40 something.
50 miles an hour is 80 kilometres an hour.
Okay, so 50 miles an hour. Gotcha.
Yeah, this road runs all the way down to Yardie Creek, which we'll arrive at shortly. But after that, it's all dirt and sand. If you want to go, and if you can go further, you can go quite a long way down the coast here, and eventually you get to a resort town of Coral Bay, which is extremely popular. But you need to be careful. People have come to grief crossing Yardie Creek, you know, depending on the tides and how much water is in it. Lots of people get bogged there. So we haven't driven down that way. You can come in from the other end, and there are some further campsites beyond Yardie Creek, but they're even less facilities than in the ones further up managed by the park. Yeah, they don't even have drop dunnies, so you'd have to bring your own chemical toilet in with you and so forth as well.
Oh, wow. Marco, it's this road right here, which is the National Park Road. This has gone on for miles and miles and for a long ways. I mean, I can see it as far as I can see, and then it also goes forward just about as far as we can see as well. So this is the road we're talking about that has the 80 kilometer an hour speed limit right there, which makes sense with it being a popular tourist road. With people that are camping are going to tow campers, and you definitely don't want to overstress those.
Yeah, and there's also lots of risk with wildlife as well. I mean, there's heaps of kangaroos around here, so if you're driving at dawn or dusk, you'd be going a lot slower than 80 kilometres, I think, and keeping a careful lookout. Emus across the roads are not uncommon either. I put a photo in Discord of emus wandering through the caravan park in Exmouth town, so there's plenty of them around here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, won't do your vehicle any good if you hit one of those or a kangaroo at like 110 or something.
True. I don't have to worry about kangaroos where I live. Deer is pretty much it.
No. Oh, well, deer wouldn't be all that clever either, would they?
No.
They'd pack a wallop if you hit one of those at speed, I would imagine.
So while we're just kind of cruising along the beach, I'm going to show some of the pictures that Oz has posted. So here's another big prawn. You know, probably I think it was right at the beginning of this Australian tour, we saw the first big prawn. Here's another
Over
one.
in New South Wales, yeah. This is the one in Exmouth, so we're competing with them. That's in Exmouth town, which, as I say, is on the other side of the peninsula. But again, not modelled in the sim, so I didn't bother overflying it.
Very cool. So this is Oz's flight sim setup, right?
No. That's my office set up for work with the laptop. And that's the view from my office window when I'm there. Yeah.
Wow, man.
But yeah, at that point, we hadn't brought the Annex away with us that time, so I was flight simming inside the van when I wanted to do that. I didn't do that outside, and I had less gear than I had now as well. So now we bring the Annex away, and I set it all up in the Annex. So that area there would be enclosed.
Very nice. Almost as nice a view as my office with my gray block walls.
Okay.
Very nice.
That's the beach. That's the beach at Mesa, as I say, where you can drive out there and swim or put the boat in, which we used to do when we had the boat. We've given that up in recent times as well, partly because we're getting older now, and even it's a lot of work and messing around, get it off and on the roof and so forth, and the weight. And our car properly weighed by a guy who came out to do it, and we found that the caravan was 400 kilos overweight, I think, and the car was 500 kilos overweight. So we had to do a bit of a drastic weight reduction exercise. I used to have a nice draw system in the back of the car that had to go because it weighed like 100 and some odd kilos just on its own. So we had to get the weight down. So we travel a lot lighter these days.
Wow. Yeah, you actually answered my question. I was going to ask where the boat went, and yeah, you answered. It goes on the roof. Yeah, you had a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, we'd overdone it. It's nice to have everything, but as I say, the weight pretty quickly mounts up. And that's Turquoise Bay. That's, I'd say, probably the best beach down that coast. It really is gorgeous.
Beautiful. And there's Captain Stick in the Royal Aircraft Rescue livery on the 145 he's flying.
Yeah, he can go and rescue anybody that ends up dehydrated in the national park. No worries.
Now, do the emus, are they aggressive, or they just kind of leave you alone?
Not if you leave them alone. They, I mean, there's parents there wandering around with their flock of youngsters. Mm-hmm. I think if you put yourself in a position where you got too close and they felt threatened, they might go for you. Yeah, and they can be pretty nasty if they attack you. They're powerful birds. They can give you a wicked kick with their legs. So you just leave them be.
Gotcha. And then while we're looking at pictures, this is the shirt that I like that. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
No need to bring paper maps. You can carry it all on your back.
Correct. Just have to have someone back there drawing a line as you fly.
That's it. Yeah.
Marco, that's pretty cool that y'all have 85-mile-an-hour speed limits. The highest we have here, I think in South Carolina that I've seen, is maybe 75, but I think 70, possibly 75 though. But I mean, it's not unusual for me to fly at 90. To drive at 90.
Yeah, I think most industrialized countries have similar limits. Let's say our 110 would be 80 miles, 80 something miles an hour, mm-hmm. or whatever. And in the UK, I think the max limit over there on the motorways and that is 70 miles an hour. So they're all there or thereabouts.
Nice. So we got a nice little crew flying along tonight. There's Captain Stick doing a formation fly with me. We got a Hello Wall, who's Marco, also flying a H145. Barhawk, Gerdot, Sarah Paxson, Formula Snow. We have, excuse me, Charles Farm flying along, Zero Walnut, Nova Stuff. Oh wow, a bunch of people up here. Kev Sim Corner, Cat Wotan, Oz Nomad. Goodness, can't really see. Can't separate all those names up there that are gathered together in a big cloud. Anyways, a nice little crowd of people flying along with me. Thank y'all for flying along. It really makes streaming amazing. Yeah, so Nightwind, my Jeep, I got a 2021 Jeep Wrangler that I have. I did get it up to 100 just to see if I could, because driving a Jeep is a lot like driving a brick. They are not aerodynamic whatsoever. But yeah, I got up to 100 on the interstate one time, kind of just driving with traffic actually. But then I slowed back down because it's scary in the Jeep. If it was not a new one, I would not have done it because Jeeps are notorious for what they call a death wobble. If there's anywhere at all in the front steering gear, steering linkage, anywhere at all, you get this really bad wobble at higher speeds. So had it not been a new one, I wouldn't have done it. There we go. In Nightwind Elf, that was the other N. I knew there was another N up there, but I couldn't quite see it. Nightwind Elf. And it appears that the trolls have moved on to troll another stream. Thank you. Now that I said that, they'll be right back. North Lodge, what's up? Just got home from work. Nice. Hope you had a great day at work, North Lodge. Good to see you. The flight has been amazing. Thank you. Really well.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hey, Ramon, thank you for the sound alert. Oh, it was okay. You just made some salami, cheese, and chili mayo wraps. That sounds good. That sounds really good, actually. Nice flyby, whoever that was. Oh, it's Charles. Good flyby there. I know, right? I like when we talk about food, but now that I'm trying to eat better and a lot less, it is very tempting, but that's okay. I have very healthy choices that taste pretty darn good. Oh, speaking of, does anyone like Brussels sprouts? And I know Brussels sprouts aren't the best tasting. A lot of people don't like them, but I'm just curious. How many of you guys like Brussels sprouts? I've got a killer recipe for you. Cappy Stick with a resounding no.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts, especially with walnuts. Beautiful.
Oh, that sounds good.
Or even chestnuts is another good alternative to mix with those as well.
That sounds really good. So what I did, my wife and I went to the ever popular, very fresh seafood place, Red Lobster, late last week, and they've got a meal that comes with roasted Brussels sprouts, and I was really skeptical about it, but I tried them, and oh my gosh, they were really good. However, the sauce that they come with is very sugary, which I don't need because I'm trying to do zero sugar or very little sugar. Yeah, you know what, Marco, you're right. You do have to. Texas is huge and very flat. So I decided to recreate my own Brussels sprout sauce with a zero sugar option, okay, or as low sugar as possible. So what I did, I bought Brussels sprouts, cut them in half. I got 2 tablespoons of two tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and then a teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener, and blended it all together, or mixed it together, didn't blend it, mixed it together, put the Brussels sprouts in a bowl, and then tossed those in a bowl in that sauce, and put them in my my air fryer that I just got yesterday for 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Really good. But yes, now you've got me wondering about nuts. I'm gonna have to try it with nuts too.
Yeah, I see what Stavros was saying earlier about Marco 52 about Texas being so big. Yeah, I feel his pain. Western Australia is 1/3 of the continent of Australia, which is pretty big. You can drive literally for days here, and you won't get out of Western Australia.
Wow. I have not had fish and chips, and see, North Lodge, as jealous as you are of American food, I would love, my wife does not like trying new things. I, on the other hand, love the different foods from all around the world. I am not opposed to trying something new. In fact, I love trying new things. But no, I haven't had a legit fish and chips, like, you know, true British fish and chips.
Oh, you haven't lived, Scruffy. If you ever do get to Exmouth, the best fish and chip shop we found in our travels around Australia is in Exmouth.
Oh.
It's called Blue Lips Fish and Chips, I think, and they do a beautiful beer battered fish and chips, and the chips are really crispy and the batter is beautiful. Oh, to die for.
I'll tell you one thing I did do though. So I was a member of a 20 group, which is just 20 service managers from around the United States, and we would travel 3 times a year to different locations in the United States. And I forgot what city we were in, but we went to an Irish pub, and we usually on these trips we would eat at really nice fancy places. This place was like, I'm like, what is this? Anyways, I had the best shepherd's pie that I had ever had before. So like shepherd's pie to me growing up with my mom making it was basically scrambled hamburger meat, mashed potatoes and corn, and that's it, with some seasoning on it. Oh, I got this and I was blown away. I said, dang, this has got to be legit shepherd's pie. It was so freaking good.
Okay, we're about to be turning left here. I already have done, but you're a little bit behind me there, Scruffy. That bay you're approaching is the site of an old whaling station. A lot of whaling went on here from about 1800 onwards. There's 2 main species of whale along this coast. One is the humpback whale, and the other is the southern right whale. And the southern right whale was very popular with whalers because it was a very slow swimmer, and also due to the nature of its fat content and blubber, after it had been harpooned it would float to the surface and be easy to recover into the whaling ship. And whaling, a Norwegian company owned this whaling station for quite a long time, and whaling went on here. It was finally ended in the station closed in 1978. Although I think the actual whaling may have been prohibited prior to that.
Wow, I would have thought that would have ended a lot longer. I mean, way before then. That's wild. Paparazzi, thank you so much, man. Yeah, sleep well, dream of buffets. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming in, hanging out, talking to us. Have a wonderful night's sleep, my friend, and see you next time. Oh, thank you, Marco.
Yeah, the Norwegians took over that station in about 1912, and over a period of several years, they caught about 4,000 whales along these shores.
Holy crap. I guess when I think of whaling, I think of Moby Dick, you know, and I don't even know what year Moby Dick was staged in, but I think of like 1800s when I think of whaling. I don't think of modern day, you know, 1970s whaling. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I just checked. Apparently that there was a ban on the whaling from 1963. Quite how the station survived longer than that, I'm not sure.
So one interesting thing, and now that we have the internet and we can Google things, I really need to do that. When I went through school for being a mechanic, and even at the dealership when I went to work as a mechanic, positive traction rear differentials use clutches in them that need an additive. And I was always told that the additive that they used was whale sperm. And so of course that brought questions to my mind. First of all, I mean, I know where the whale sperm comes from, but whose job is it to collect it? And is that even, and is that even
I think they mean sperm whale oil, don't they?
Oh, maybe that, you know, that makes sense. That could be what it is. All I knew was what I was told.
Anything else doesn't bear thinking about, Scruffy.
Right. And that could have been what
a big cup. You need a very big cup.
That could have been one of those things, you know, with new technicians. Sometimes we'll send them after a muffler bearing or something like that, and that could very well be what it was. With me being a very naive, brand new technician, you know, then that very well could have been what it was.
Yeah, I got sent out several times in my youth for a long wait or a left-handed spanner.
Right. Exactly. Arch, what's going on, Arch NDA? How you doing, man? Arch NDA is a fellow flight sim streamer, also a tower controller at LAX on his streams. Good to see you, man. A bucket of prop wash. Good to see you, Arch. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Let me give Arch a shout out. Y'all go give Arch NDA a follow. Really is a very kind controller as well on VATSIM. A very patient individual. I've spent a lot of time in his streams and watched him how he handles people and does a great job at it. Used to send new soldiers for Chemlite batteries. Yeah, exactly, KW. It'd be a happy whale, exactly. You do a very good job. You do try to stay calm, and you know, every now and then there are trolls. And you know, I mean, you deal with them like you have to, right, Arch? And you do a good job when you do have them that are just, you know, anyways, you get some people like that. But I love, seriously, I love the flight sim community. A great bunch of people. In artillery, used to send recruits for a bucket of mills. So we still got a little ways to go this evening, well over an hour, if you'd like to jump in and fly along with us. And then Tuesday, we'll be in the Vision Jet doing my turbine Tuesdays, flying. I've already built where are we flying? From Scotland to, I can't remember the destination, but it's gonna be one of the Parasox Air Company routes we'll be flying. Learning the Vision Jet. I love learning new things about aircraft and flying, so we'll be doing that. Murmur, what's up, Murmur? Murmur, by the way, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you, unless it's Monday, and then happy Monday to you. Oh, in artillery, you don't use degrees, you use mils. There's 6,400 mils in a circle. Wow, so is 64? Wait a minute. Interesting. You're welcome. I'm doing fantastic, Murmur. Thank you very much. I love streaming. I really enjoy doing what I do here. So yeah, anytime I'm streaming, I'm in an extremely good mood. Thank you. That's what I was wondering, Nightwind Elf. Is 6400 divisible? Yeah, it's a very weird conversion. That's what I was just doing the math. I don't know if you saw me pick up my phone really quick and just do the math to see if it was divisible without a decimal, but that's interesting. Very interesting. BLZ, what's up, dude? How are you doing? BLZ Official, another streamer friend of the community here. He's a variety streamer here on Twitch. Long time member of the community here. 2 years. Just a great friend. He does DJing, other variety as well over on his channel. Go give BLZ Official a follow. Give BLZ a shout out really quick. Yeah, Murmur, thank you. So Murmur, are you a flight simmer? And also, do you stream? Just curious. As a shout out from my good buddy, BLZ Official. So I realized I still need to finish the starting sequence of the Vision Jet. I've got some of the steps. I've got a bunch of notes that I've been writing about the starting sequence of the Vision Jet, going through the checklist. And I've found a video of a guy that owns a Vision Jet. So it's very engaging, and it's kind of a short video, but I love learning about it. And so then Friday, like I said earlier, Friday, I decided to fly a company route off stream and just see if I could fly the ILS as an arrival, and it was beautiful. Don't know if I'll be able to recreate that as beautifully Tuesday, but at least I'm learning, right? It's a slow process of learning these things. Ah, that's true, Nightwind. It could be. Let's see here. 6,400 divided by 3.14, and I know it goes further than that. I don't know. Yes, sir. No streaming for you. You don't think your PC would like that on top of Microsoft Flight? It is tough. It is tough. Australia's treating me very well. We got some kind of windy conditions, as you can tell, blowing me around. I must have a pretty strong crosswind, and I do. I'll leave my little weather app over here. Murmur, thank you for the follow.
Take it easy. What the scallop? I'm Goofy Goober.
Murmur, you might be surprised. Actually, I didn't think my PC would be able to handle Microsoft Flight Sim and streaming. It's right on the very borderline of being able to handle both, but it does an extremely good job doing it. But yeah, so Murmur, if you'd like to jump in and fly with us, we've still got a good, probably an hour left. Jump on in and fly with us. We're on the Southeast Asia server. And then I've got this really cool widget from the Flow app that gives us the closest airport, how far away we are from it. Jump on in and fly with us. Oh, you figured it out. A mil is a milliradian. It's 1/1000th of a radian. Oh, okay. Well, that does make sense then. Okay. Yeah, feel free to jump in, Murmur, and anytime if you want to. 1/10. What did I say? Oh, did I say 1/1000th? Yeah, you missed a zero because that's definitely 1/1000th right there. Oh gosh, yeah, Marco, I can see where it would make for extremely accurate targeting. But yeah, Murmur, anytime you see me flying, feel free to jump in. And if you want to send a friend request in the sim, feel free to. I've got well over 100 friends in the sim that anytime I'm flying off stream, there's usually at least one person that jumps in and flies with me. So no worries. It is 1/1000th. Okay, thank you. I was about to say, all those years of measuring engine bearings and stuff, please don't tell me I was wrong. Where are we headed? We are in Australia. I'll pull up little nav map and show you. So Murmur, on Sunday evenings and Thursday evenings, I do Australian tours with Oz Nomad, who's an Australian resident. He's in Discord voice right now. And so he talks about some of the areas that we're flying over. I do have a, oops, wrong button. I do have a Discord. So before each stream, I post the flight plans for everybody. They can download them straight into Microsoft Flight Sim. But tonight we started up here, and we've kind of flown the shoreline today, and now we're flying inland just a little bit in Australia. We're on the the northernmost westernmost point of Australia.
Not quite. No, we will get to the westernmost point of Australia and after a few more flights. It's a little bit further south from here.
I stand corrected. Sorry, Oz. Thank you.
And if our passengers would like to look out of their left-hand windows now on the port side of the aircraft, what you'll see is the southern extremity of the Exmouth Gulf, where the peninsula curves around back into the mainland again. And if we follow that coastline around to the right there, we'll eventually end back up at Exmouth. Sorry, Onslow.
Awesome. Back in the 70s, you used the FADAC computer to calculate firing solutions. We used to say that we could adjust it on ants. Nice.
Yeah, we've already visited the easternmost point and the northernmost point of the Australian mainland, Scruffy. They will be on the test. So you've got two
I'm
more
going
to
to fail
do.
that part.
The westernmost, which will be coming up soon, and the southernmost, which will be a little way off yet.
Gotcha, thank you. Yeah, in case you were wondering, there is a test at the end of this Australian series. Oz Nomad has created a nice test for us. And Murmur, also, you can type in !route and it'll give you the route as well in both ICAO codes and downloadable flight plan as well. And if I'm not mistaken, the flight plan, if you download the flight plan into the sim and then spawn in on me, it will automatically load the flight plan in starting where I am, which is amazing as well. Number of rifles used, the milliradian for sight adjustment. That's really interesting, Nightwind. Thank you. I learned so much by streaming. Oh, by the way, Murmur, you were follower number 2700. Thank you so much for that. So I'm right at 2,700 followers now.
First of all, I'm...
Hey, settle down.
Aha, Trey 76, you missed it by one. And Lance Missile, thank you for the follow. Lance Missile and Trey 76, thank you for the follow. Also, appreciate that. Welcome in, guys.
First of all, I'm...
Hey, settle down. Take it easy. What the scallop? I'm a goofy goober.
There's followers number 2701 and 2702. Now, thank you for the follows. I'm just blown away at the level of support from people. Yeah, Marco, I am blown away, man. When I started, so I had streamed a solid year. I had streamed a solid year and only had 500 followers after a year. And in the last year and a half, I have gained, what is that? 1,200? No, more than that. Anyways, I've gained a lot. 2,200 in a year and a half. And in my first year, I only had 500. So I'm just blown away, totally blown away. I need to get my Tobii eye tracker working again, because Tobii did partner with me. They reached out to me about partnering with them, and I'm very, very thankful for those companies that have partnered with me. Tobii being one of them, so I got to get that sorted out. Oh, but Marco, it takes time, man. It really takes a lot of time and dedication. No, Trey, you can fly whatever you want to, seriously. Fly what you want to and fly how you want to, Trey. Thank you for asking, but yeah, I have no restrictions. You can buzz me with a military jet. You can do aerobatics in front of me. I actually had someone trying to troll me a little while ago. I enjoy flying, and I know everyone else does, so that's why I let everyone fly what they want to. Yep, no rules, just flight is how we do it here. So yeah, we had Zero Walnuts in a Harrier flying around, buzzing by me some. Rat Hole, what's up, dude? How you doing, Rat Hole? Welcome in. Rat Hole is a Rat Hole 80 is another flight sim streamer friend of the community here. Rat Hole, good to see you, man. Let me give Rat Hole a shout out. Great guy. Rat Hole is. I'm doing really well, man. Thank you for posting my slogan emotes as well. That's a shout out for Rat Hole. Go give Rat Hole 80 a follow. And Sergeant Staff. What's up, Staff? How you doing, man? Oh, thank you, Murmur. Sergeant Staff is another great friend of the community. Staff really does an amazing job on his channel. Just wrapped up a series of Great Lakes shipwreck flights where you can learn about different shipwrecks. Amazing job with that, and he's working on a new series coming up soon. Go give Sergeant Staff a follow. There's a shout out for him. Murmur, you know, I love people. I love life. I'm a teacher in real life. I teach auto mechanics. Teach people how to diagnose and repair vehicles, and I am just as animated and just as friendly and helpful there as I am here. And you know, the whole reason I started streaming was to make a difference in someone's life, and we as a community have made a difference in a lot of people's lives through the 2.5 years I've been streaming. So I'm very thankful for that. Good to see you, Sergeant Staff. Sorry I missed your stream. I did jump in and I lurked this morning on your stream, but we had our granddaughter, so I wasn't able to hang out. But I don't know. I know some streamers look to see who's in their channel, so I don't know if you saw me lurking or not, but I was there. Oh my gosh, are you serious, Nightwind Elf? All right, so I can't say that word for 5 minutes. Here we go, 5 minutes of not saying that word. 5-minute timer is on the screen. Here we go. That's awesome, Staff. I'm glad. So let me know if I say it. Sometimes I say these words without knowing it. Just tell me so I can reset the timer. Thank you, Murmur. I appreciate it. It's just, you know, life is too short to be an old grouchy, you know, person. So sometimes if it's a really difficult word, I may or may not mute my mic for a couple minutes at a time. What word am I not allowed to say? Well, scroll up a little bit and then you will be able to view it. Oh, I almost said it. I almost said it. You'll be able to view the word. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Yeah. I had the S.
Catch that, Scruffy.
Yeah, I had the S almost out, and then I said, oh, wait. Good job trying to trip me up. Nice flyby. Very nice flyby. You're working your way from Alaska to Michigan because Seppi moved the Alaska Bush Company to a different server. Oh, did he really? Haha. Thank you, Super Typhon. Right? What are friends for exactly? Oh, move from hard to easy? The other word Europeans use for big bodies of water, not oceans. You're just going to do your own thing. I understand. Oh, I love the flybys. Puddles. Actually pond, because you guys live across the pond from us. Are we stopping? Yes, I think so. I do need to take a quick potty break once we get there. Oh, congratulations, Murmur. That's something that I had set my sights on early on when I first started flight simming, but then I realized that realistically and practically, it's probably not going to happen. Oops. Yes, Charles Farmer, Oz does. And we do have some other people from Australia that come in as well. Totally shocked at how few people do populate some of these areas. They're very remote. Oh, nice, Murmur. So I did my discovery flight and got sick as a dog in the 90s. This was in 1994. August 7th, 1994, as a matter of fact. And I only remember that date because it was my daughter's first birthday.
Okay, so we'll be stopping at Yanray Station, so that we can all stretch our legs, take a bit of a break to answer the call of nature.
Yes.
There'll be Billy tea and damper on offer for anyone who's feeling a bit peckish. But this place is a sheep station, basically. At its height, it would have been about 3,000 square kilometres or so, and running about 30,000 sheep on it. These days it's a little less than that. I think they run about 10 or 12,000 these days. And yeah, it's a long way from anywhere here.
Dang, hey, 5 minutes is up. I did pretty good on that one. Thank you for that, for the banned word that was C. So Oz, and I know we've talked about this, the most populated, so the most populated city in Australia is which city, and what is the approximate population of that city?
It would be Sydney. I think there's some, I haven't got the latest figures because we're growing all the time. I think I would want to say something like 4 or 5 million in Sydney.
Oh, wow.
And most of the other large capital cities, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, would be around that level, say 3 to 5 million. In the suburbs, in the area that is the city, and further out there'll be sort of outlying towns and so forth. But those are the main centres of population. I mean, the population of Australia, when I came here about 35 years ago, was something like about 15 or 16 million, I want to say. Now we're up to 25 or thereabouts, I think, and they're predicting we'll hit 30 million over the next decade or so.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I was, and someone had mentioned in chat about, a lot of these places we're flying over, we don't see houses and very few roads. And when you compare Australia to the United States, the square mileage is not exactly the same, but it's very close to the same size of Australia is to the United States. But yet, when you fly in the United States, for as long as we have, you're going to fly over some pretty populated areas. And that's just what got me thinking. I don't know what the population of the US is compared to Australia.
Oh, the US is about 350 million, going on 400 million, I think, the last time I knew anything about it.
Okay.
And the country itself is slightly bigger than Australia. Not a whole heap, but maybe 10% or so larger than Australia by land area. But you must have wide open spaces somewhat similar to this in places in America, surely.
Oh yeah, we do. But just if we were flying this long doing an American tour, we would definitely not go as far without seeing anything as we do here.
Yeah, that's the difference, I think. All the population of Australia is concentrated all the way along the eastern seaboard, but it's all close to the coast, the dense areas. They're all our capital cities are coastal towns or cities,
right,
along the whole of the east coast, across the south coast, and around to Perth on the west coast. But the whole of the interior and large parts of the northern reaches of Australia are very sparsely inhabited.
Right, Nightwind Elf. Yeah, we have a lot more cities. And I think, a lot of the reason, I mean, we're part of North America, which is a humongous continent compared to, Australia as a continent. And, I mean, like I said, we're tied to South America. We've got Canada, not that big of a hop to Russia, and then all of Asia and everything for, exploration and stuff. Whereas Australia is, south and kind of not really close to any other continent as we are. So it would make sense that we're more populated.
Yeah, and I think, again, another big difference would be roads. I mean, even in America, I imagine, even in those way out of the way places, you've got good roads that go through them, highways and so forth. Here in Australia, there's you've got a main highway system that runs around like the circumference of the country, and a few inland major roads, north, south, and east, west. But once you get away from those, the roads deteriorate quickly. They can be one-lane bitumen roads where if you've got an oncoming vehicle, you've got to get one set of wheels in the dirt to be able to pass each other. Or the roads can be completely dirt. Lots of dirt tracks and that throughout Australia. But obviously for those, you don't need four-wheel drive on all of them, but it's certainly advisable.
Thank you. Yeah. So let's see here. Someone mentioned about the buckets. How many buckets have I used? Speedy, I actually forgot about breaking the buckets out. And this airport, I've actually left 2 buckets out already, and I probably won't break any out tonight just because I don't want the authorities chasing me out of Australia.
Now, we've had a lot of complaints, so take it easy. Clean up after yourself. That's all we ask, Gruffy. That's all we ask.
Yeah, I'll just find a bush to water. I don't know if I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if urine is the best plant food, but we'll try it.
Show us those.
Well, I think it's less of a worry than the solids. Yeah.
Exactly. Mongo, thank you for the sock command. My socks of the day. Wait a minute. There we go. I turned my light on. Forgot to turn my camera on. Socks of the day on the right foot. I've got my black and white striped sock. On the left foot, my black and yellow striped sock. Those are my socks of the day. It went with the stripe theme tonight. Thank you for that sock command. You finally got the first Ocean Liner stream written. Nice. Get it typed up. You got the pictures in the slideshow made. Dude, that's awesome, man. You are way more productive than I am. Because I need to create an intro video for my Turbine Tuesday streams. And I need to redo my intro video, stream starting soon video. I like to kind of keep things fresh and not be the same old thing every single time, but sheesh, it's trying to balance, real life, a job, and streaming. Sometimes, yeah, exactly, staff. Life got you hard. Life hit you hard, man. And are y'all doing better? Life has a way of throwing things in our path and trying to trip us up. Doing good. Awesome. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, you just got to remember, Sergeant Steph, that, in life, nothing good lasts forever, but nothing bad lasts forever also. It all passes at the end of the day. It's just a series of peaks and troughs.
Yep. Oh yeah. Staff, I didn't know if you were comfortable with me saying what was going on, but yeah, Sergeant Staff lost an uncle last week in his family, and so that's that really hit him hard. Yeah, and then the health stuff too, for sure. Iceman, what is up, Iceman? This airport Nightwind Elf, it should be showing in the sim because it showed up for me. It is, we're 6 miles away now. Iceman, what's up, dude? Iceman, 333, another awesome family of the community. Another member of the Flight Sim family. Great streamer. And Iceman, we live fairly close to each other, although I've never met Iceman. He's about 3 hours away from me. But a great guy, good streamer. Streams American Truck Sim as well as Flight Sim and other things. Zero's got you itching to fly the Harrier and practice station keeping control. Oh yeah, do it, Capistick. Staff, anytime I've ever been to a military funeral, the people that handle that part of the ceremony have always done a fantastic job. Very professional, very just a super job honoring the veteran who has fallen. Oh dude, yeah, Staff, it will totally, it's very, very touching. The very specific way they have of folding the flag and then presenting it to the family. My father-in-law was a Army member, and so when he passed away, the way they folded the flag and presented it to the family, it was just amazing. He was in the VFW Honor Guard. Nice. Oh, one of the guys used to work for you? That's cool. All right, so once I get to this airport, this is going to be a full stop. It won't be a long stop because we are really close to wrapping things up tonight. We got two more airports. Well, one more airport than the final airport. So I'm gonna do a full stop of this one, just take a quick pee break, and then we'll move on. The slow salute, holy moly, yes, Marco. Hey DCM, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, 3 funerals for both grandfathers, and now your uncle is a pallbearer. Thank you, DCM. Good to see you, man. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's been an honor for me anytime I've ever been asked to be a pallbearer, or even the church we attend, I do sound, and I've been asked to run audio for funerals before, and it's absolutely my pleasure to be able to help a grieving family. I mean, this is something that every single person is going to face at some point in their life. And, you know, if I can help a family out by doing, you know, however I can participate, I'm glad to do that, because I would like to think someone would do the same for me. The most honored that I had a customer, a husband and wife, very good customers at the dealership. And I did not know them prior to getting to know them at the dealership. And the wife contracted breast cancer, and she passed away of breast cancer. And the family asked me to be a pallbearer just based on how I treated them as a service manager at a dealership, and then being a customer. And I was just totally blown away that I affected them so much that they asked me to honor them and you know, as being a pallbearer. I'm going to go ahead and taxi down back to the end of the runway again, so that when I do get back, we'll be ready to take right back off. Yeah, so that blew me away. You grew up as an Army brat, 8 years in the reserves. Oh, I know, right? Taps, yes. Taps will do that for me too. But that's just how much I loved my customers, and truly I did. And anywhere I've ever worked, yes, it's a job, and yes, I do get paid for doing said job. But for me, it's more than just a job, and I don't do it just for a paycheck. I do it to, you know, to serve others. Anyway, so I'm glad to see there's buildings here, so I'm not going to break out the bucket. I'm going to pull right up to this building, and I'll run inside really quick. Actually, I think this is a helipad, possibly. It looks like it. There we go. I'll park right here and run inside the building really quick. Park brake on. No, it looks like just a courtyard. I thought that was an H. You have lifelong friends that you met 29. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing meeting people and making acquaintances with people that are customers. Anyways, I'll be right back. Let me take a quick pee break, and we'll wrap things up tonight. See ya in just a couple minutes. was a quiet one. So, staff, what were you expecting with a G? Just kidding. Thank y'all for hitting those F's in chat. All right, we'll jump into the planes and head back out. And we've got, let's see here, 125-mile leg and then a 14-mile leg, and that's it for the night. At the next airport that's 25 miles away, I'm not gonna do a full stop there. We'll just overfly it, unless Oz says there's something there that we need to see. Then of course I will.
No, nothing much there. The next airport is actually what's called a compressor station. It's part of that couple of 1,000-kilometer gas pipeline that runs down from up north near Thevenard Island all the way down to south of Perth to feed gas into the mains gas supply for Western Australia. And there's a good dozen or 15 of those stations along the way. I'm not sure exactly what function they perform, whether they just add pressure to the system or whether they're actually doing anything at each point, but there's quite a lot of them on the way down.
Okay, thank you. Oh, you took a pretty big chunk out of your thumb. Ouch. I actually posted a picture of the time that I got my thumb. Uh-oh, wait a minute. No, there we go. Oh, it almost CCD'd on me. I posted a picture in Discord of a time that my thumb got in the way of my drone propeller. And then I said, you know, I probably shouldn't post that. Not everyone likes to see things like this. And I thought maybe there was a way you could hide a picture. I know you can hide text, you know, with a black marker over it, and then you click on the text if you want to see it, but you can't do a photo like that in Discord. So I said, yeah, I'm going to take this down because it's where I was hand catching an Inspire 1, and one of the props caught it cut the pad of my thumb off, and then it also sliced my thumb open pretty good, and it was a picture of that. I said, well, no, not everyone wants to see that. Some people are interested in that, and I would be, but you know, other people may not. So oh, can you mark it as a spoiler? Really? Did not realize you could do that, Murmur. Let me so what I do, I take a lot of pictures of chat while I'm streaming, and then the following day, because when I'm done streaming, I'm heading to bed, y'all. But So then the following day, I'll look at my pictures and see what I took pictures of in chat so I can do whatever it is I took a picture of. Well, thank you for that, Murmur. So you just, like, you post it and then you just right click it? So, Staff, what'd you do to, oh, you just said it. You got yourself with an anti-rattle. Yeah. The worst thing I had ever done. If any of y'all have ever put a water pump on a North Star engine, Cadillac North Star engine, the water pump sits in its housing, then you just turn it like an eighth of a turn, but it's extremely tight lock that it locks into. So you use a special tool and a 1/4 inch drive pull handle. I mean, a 1/2 inch drive, not a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch drive pull handle. Yeah, please do, Murmur. So I was tightening one up. No, I was trying to take one off. And when it broke loose, my thumb, and it's the same thumb, this poor little thumb has been through it. The thumb caught one of the spring type hose clamps. So if you're familiar with the General Motors spring type hose clamp, it's got two little metal wings that stick up. My thumb, it split my thumb in half right down the fingernail. Oh God, it hurt like crap. Went to the emergency room. Yes, that's that's the one. Went to the emergency room and they actually stitched through my thumbnail. He stitched through my thumbnail. Ugh, it still gets me just thinking about it. That was rough. It was rough. Yeah, Nightwind, they are. And so that one was positioned just so when my hand slipped, my thumb just got it. And then one other time I had to get stitches. So this thumb has had stitches in it 3 different times. It's been through it in my years as a technician. I've never had a fracture, so I can't speak to that. A fracture doesn't sound very fun to me. The ones on Japanese, yeah. I used to work with Mazda. I remember those. Yes. Yeah, my poor little thumb. The only places I've ever had stitches is 3 times on this thumb and then 1 time on an eyebrow. Funny story. I had a speed wrench. I was taking a transmission pan off and one of the bolts was pretty tight and the wrench slipped and actually popped myself in the eyebrow and it caught my skull bone and split my eyebrow open. I had to get stitched there and that's it. Oh, thank you, Murmur. Broke your wrist as a kid, broke your finger at 18, needed stitches at 3. You're a bit accident prone. Yeah, I have to watch Sharp Objects. Easy for me to say. The only ones had an engineer admit he was one. It was at a Mac class. Oh, really? Yeah, shop. Yeah, exactly, Nightwind. I had shop on my mind, exactly. We're not gonna land there, Murmur. No. It's too close to the final airport to land. So I just figured, if there was some scenery to look at, then I would have, by all means. So Murmur, what's your username? I'm assuming you're loaded in? You specialized in AC? So I did, to begin with, I did everything. And then I really fell in love with electrical and drivability. So check engine lights and anything electrical. And that was kind of my thing. And I nerd out so much on electrical stuff on vehicles. Oh, you're on final for where? Oh, you're Jaeger. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine, man. I mean, if you want to land there, you're far enough ahead where you can land and it's no big deal. Yeah, thank you for flying along, man. It's really been a pleasure having you. So we've got about another, I don't know, 15, no, wait a minute, 25, 13, 23, 27, about another 30 miles to go before the final airport. Nice. So I almost always fly this plane. I love the Cessna 172, and I love the WB Sim version. It just makes it so much more real. So you'll almost always see me flying this. On Tuesdays, I do what I call Turbine Tuesdays, and I fly the Vision Jet on those. So I'm slowly learning. That's kind of like an entry-level jet. So I'm slowly learning the starting sequence, as well as inputting manually a flight plan, and then fly in ILS and all those terms that I'm really not that familiar with now. Yeah, I think the R12 license is lifetime though. Once you get it once, you've got it for life. I've got mine too, actually, still. Every now and then I'll fly the Kit Fox or some other, like the Wilga or something like that. Oh man, I love DCM. I love it. And I teach that at school too. I teach an advanced electrical class. And so one of my favorite things is challenging my students to learn and to be a better technician when they graduate. So we've got these electrical boards, and it's got a couple different transistors. It's got several resistors and stuff like that. And I'll tell them, I won't tell them how to do it, but I'll tell them to create, you know, alternating flashing lights using only transistors, no relays. I'll have them do it with a relay. Just different things to solidify what they've learned in class, you know, with hands-on. Because face it, if you're a technician, if you're someone that likes working with your hands, you don't learn from reading a book or watching someone else do something. You learn from getting in there and doing it yourself. Gypsnez, what's up, man? How you doing? Happy, what is this, Sunday? Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, Murmur, some of these airports in Australia have been really hidden well. And, you know, there's so much open area, you're good just landing anyways, anywhere.
First of all, I'm
The Beach House, thank you for the follow. I want to rent you. Yes, it does, Nightwind. So that's, I try to teach them the hard way so that it's easier once they do get the real thing. Exactly. The Beach House, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I would like to rent you for vacation, please. I know nothing of Fords though. Totally General Motors guy. Spent 28 years working on or being service manager at a GM dealership. And even when I first started streaming, I even considered doing a like a technician stream where I would have service information open and people could come in and ask me questions about their vehicles and I'd answer them. But it was kind of tricky because the only access to service information I had is access through the school. And I don't want to get in trouble for using school stuff on, you know, on a stream. So Exactly, Beach House. That's what I always used to say with the Fords. That was my saying as a General Motors tech: fix or repair daily and found on the road dead. And then the Ford technicians would always say first on race day. Oh yeah, what you flying, Jaeger? Oh, C-17, nice. Cracked head, every valve rattles, oil leaks every time. Oh, that's a good one. I have not heard of that one, Staff. I like that. Oh, the Beach House streams too. Beach House, what do you stream? Welcome in. Let me give the Beach House. Fiat is Fix It Again, Tony. Yes, exactly, Mongo. Thank you. Oh, you got a Colorado ZR2, dude. Dude, I was torn between a Colorado, which I'm very familiar with, or a Jeep, and I ended up going with a Jeep. Ah, Nightwind Elf, I love that. That's awesome. And Beach House, let me give you a follow as well. Y'all go give Beach House a follow. Beach House is another streamer friend. They're a flight sim streamer too. Beach, thank you. Thank you for the follow, and I'm glad to meet another flight sim streamer. I'll be looking forward to one of your streams. I can give shout out there. I mean, I can hang out there. Wait, so you're a pilot too? Hey, Iowa Scotsman, what's happening, man? How are you? Iowa Scotsman, another flight sim streamer friend. How you doing, Scotsman? Really good to see you, man. We give you a quick shout out. Good to see you. Y'all go give Iowa Scotsman a follow also. So the what year Colorado did you said it was your parents, right, that bought a Colorado? Stavaris, what's happening, dude? How are you? Company has recommended you start learning engine repair. That's got to be one of my favorites. I haven't heard that one. That's sweet. Yeah, good to see you, man. Oh, it's a 2022. So Jip, I'm just curious about something, and I don't mean to plant anything in your head. When the new Colorados first came out, I was still at the dealership in 2016, I think, or 2015, I think they came out. Maybe even, anyways, they had really bad torque converter shudder at around 45 going up a slight incline. Is that taken care of now with them? No problem, Staff. Have a good night. Oh, so you got the V6? Those are sweet. That's what I wanted, was a V6 Colorado. Awesome. Sergeant Staff, take care of yourself, dude. Have a good night at work. I know you're heading that way. Always good to see you. You got 300,000 out of a Toyota 4x4 truck. And see, I wish I knew that I could get that out of my Jeep, but I know how new things are built. So I'm being very realistic about what to expect mileage wise out of my Jeep. Hey, that's all that matters. Point A to point B. You're 150K on your Camry hybrid. Dude, nice. Have you had to do anything major with the battery system in it? There's Cappy State doing a little formation fly with me in the Harrier. And so this is where the pump station is that Oz was talking about. I'm assuming, right, Oz? Or is this the airport facility?
No, that's it. I think that's all part of the compressor station, yeah.
The compressor, yeah, thank you. Compressor station. Looks like some kind of communication tower right there too. You can see the shadow on the ground. Very nice. And now I need to turn just slightly to the right for 106 heading. As we approach our final destination, we should be able to fly right into runway 11. Direct in. Oh, Iowa Scotsman, let me tell you, dude, 08 and 09 Equinoxes were the best of the best Equinoxes. It doesn't surprise me that you got that many miles out of it, but well, I'm not going to say it, but I would almost bet money if someone had a 2010, 11, or 12 Equinox and got that many miles out of it. I would pay money for someone that could prove to me that you got that many miles out of a 10, 11, or 12 Equinox. When you bought it, they had already replaced the hybrid battery. Okay, cool. Had warranty work done for the oil consumption, which is good because yes, they are. Oh, that explains a lot too, Iowa, that it was the V6. But even the 4 cylinders in 08, 09 were very, very good. But the 2010s, 11s, and 12 Equinoxes, the 4 cylinders, were absolute trash. And I apologize if you own one or you did own one. I never saw a 10, 11, or 12 Equinox 4-cylinder that didn't have A, timing chain problems, B, cam phaser solenoid problems, C, use a ton of oil, and D, need new piston rings.
It's warm out here today, 36 degrees at 1,500 feet.
Thanks for changing subject. That is hot though. Yeah, DCM, the V6s did eat timing chains as well. Yes, they did. Depending on which V6 it was, I think it was the 3.6s that ate timing chains and also had really bad valve sticking problems. If you got the wrong kind of fuel, they were very particular about the fuel you used, or you'd have gunk build up in the valves, and the valves would actually stick. Your vehicle would not start up in the morning. It have zero compression. Or very low, I shouldn't say zero, but very low compression. But yeah, I mean, Scotsman, with that many miles though, I mean, any vehicle with that many miles is going to start having some issues. But dude, that's phenomenal to get that many miles out of any vehicle. I don't care what it is amazing. Oz, just curious, how many miles do you have on your Land Cruiser?
Oh, about 450,000, I think now. That's kilometers, by the way, not miles.
Right.
And that's just on that engine. I think the swap over from the factory motor was at about 120,000, something like that.
Incredible.
Diesels, man, keep the oil up to them and they'll go forever.
Oh, so that's a diesel?
Yeah, say 6.5 litre Chevy V8 diesel.
Oh wow, so it was modded for that? It didn't come with that, did it?
No. Originally it would have had a 4.2
Right.
straight 6, I think. Turbo probably. I haven't got a turbo on the Chevy, but there's a mob here, just a couple of hours south of Perth, that bring them in from the States and swap them over. But I mean, I bought the vehicle second-hand with that motor in it. I would never pay the money they want. I think they want about $25,000 to $30,000 for the changeover these days. And
Jeez.
like for an engine of that technology, I mean, it's old technology. It's not a modern engine. It's really not worth it.
Yep. That's amazing. Speedy. So, boy, do I have an opinion on that. I hate oil life monitor systems. They are not accurate. In my opinion, it's much like, there's a term, I can't remember the term, that you remember a few years ago, Apple phones, iPhones, it's built in, what's the term I'm looking for, where things will only last a certain period of time and then they fail, and it's built in that way. That is the oil life system, in my opinion. Planned obsolescence. Thank you so much. Planned obsolescence. In my opinion, that is part of planned obsolescence. There is no freaking way. I don't care. Whoa, where'd that accent come from? There's no way. I've been hanging around Oz too much. There's no way that a engine is going to consistently and last a long time with 10,000 mile oil changes in between. If someone proved it to me, I would believe it, but I don't believe it. I don't like the oil life system. In my opinion, I use synthetic oil and I change my oil every 5,000 miles.
Yeah, I do 6,000 on the Chevy. That's enough.
Yep. This crap about going 10,000 miles and maintenance-free transmissions is all about planned obsolescence. I promise you.
Yeah, and oil's cheap really in comparison to the value of the vehicle. You might just as well do it more frequently. You're not talking large sums of money, are you?
Right. Nope, not at all. Yeah, Evan. Yes, the 8.1 gas engines are very rare. Most people opted for the diesels in those, but yeah, I have seen a handful of 2500 and 3500 Chevrolet and GMC trucks with the 8.1s. Exactly. Yeah, it's called capitalism. And hey, listen, I'm not anti-capitalist. I believe 100% in the capitalist system. But you know, I mean, really, we could do better. We could do better. Oh no, Marco, your sim froze. It only had 20,000 miles at the time. Sheesh. Oh, that's nice, Speedy. And see, I don't, yeah, exactly, DCM. I 100% believe in you. I mean, believe in that. Hang on, sheesh. I'm looking at, see, I'm hand flying now. This is what happens when I hand fly and I focus on chat. So my Jeep is a 2021. I've had it for right at 2 years. In March, it'll be 2 years. And I'm just hitting 15,000 miles. I have very low miles on my vehicles because we just stay close to, you know, we don't really travel a lot. I live 10 miles. I mean, yeah, 10 minutes from where I work. My wife we live like literally 2 miles from where she works. So we have very low miles on both our vehicles. Hers is a 2017 and she has I think she just hit 30,000 miles on a 2017. I didn't even put flaps on. Sheesh. There we go. Bring it on down. Yeah, I have very strong opinions on a lot of things. Some things I just stay away from. Others I don't mind talking about. I'll take a 190. I would have liked a little lower, but 190, I'll take it. Yeah, I know LRM, yeah, I disagree with LRM sometimes, for sure. So, Sim Toolkit showing 190. What's my LRM? Yeah, my LRM showed -8.3 on that landing. I'll take that. That's a recorded. Yeah, Iowa. Yeah, for sure. Working from home definitely helps with that. Oh, thank you, DCM. Watch out for them trees. All right, I'm just kind of taxiing up here where everyone else is, and then we'll stop, get a screenshot, and then wrap things up. So really quick, just a reminder, my next stream is Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, which is 1300 Zulu time if you're over in Europe. Or, you know, Zulu is the time that pilots use. So I like to use Zulu time as well. So 1300 Zulu time Tuesday, 8 a.m. Eastern time Tuesday, because I live in South Carolina. We'll be flying the Vision Jet, learning more about, first of all, starting it from cold, also the avionics, and flying the ILS. I don't want to lump too much on me all on one stream on learning the Vision Jet, because I want to learn it as a gradual process, but we'll slowly get there. And then Thursday, 8 p.m., which is 1 a.m. Friday, we'll be back here in Australia doing leg 33. Yeah, leg 33. And then Saturday we'll be in Italy. So thank you, everybody. Oz, you are the man. Thank you so much for being here, giving us all the information and creating these flight plans. I really do appreciate Oz Nomad a ton. I wish you were a streamer so I could, you know, give you a shout out and all that good stuff as well. So thank you, Oz. Let me look at chat. I always like to thank everybody who participated as well. So the Beach House, thank you for the follows. Nightwind Elf, thank you for banning a word. Trey76, Lance Missile, Murmur, thank you for the follows. Tam the OG with a resub. Kazaki with a raid. Thank you so much for that awesome raid. Let's see here. Kev Sim Corner with a sub to Veterans Lives Matter. Thank you so much, Kev, for that. Mongo, thank you for the resub, 10 months. What? And then Veterans Lives Matter, thank you for the follow. Langers 1987 with a follow. Nomad Aviator with a huge rate of 47 viewers. Dwarven Egg Official with a huge rate of 29 viewers. Uncle B with a resub. And then Elwa Links with a follow 3 days ago off stream. Who we gonna raid? I should have already got this set up.
Thanks everyone for the company and the chat. It's been another great flight, and thanks Scruffy, and we'll see you all on the next leg.
Oz, thank you, man. I truly I appreciate it a ton. Thank you. Have a good night and see you Thursday. Let's raid Fliggity. No, wait. Fliggity's a partner. Why? He must have just started. Yeah, he just started his stream. Okay, let's not raid. Yeah, let's raid Fliggity. He's flying the Vision Jet. We'll raid Fliggity tonight. Yeah, Moose is dealing with karaoke. I raided Moose last time. So thank you everybody for being here. Let me get this raid set up really quick. There we go. All right, we'll raid Fliggity. I think I've raided Fliggity once that I can recall. So anyways, thank you again, everybody, for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you in chat. I love chatting it up during the streams. I appreciate everyone that was lurking as well. Lurkers, chatters, everyone that was here just watching, whatever. Thank you for all the follows, for the subs. I appreciate y'all. See you soon. Have a wonderful beginning of the week, and I'll see you Tuesday morning if you're able to jump in. Take care of yourselves. I wish you smooth skies, no turbulence, a nice gentle tailwind. Oh, you were Zero Walnut. Nice. Veterans, thank you. I didn't realize that was you. Well, thank you for flying along, man. And smooth landings. Take care, everybody. Let's start this raid. Oh, raid messages. Sheesh. If you are a sub of the channel, this is your raid message. Please copy these messages and post them over there. If you're not a sub, subs are always appreciated, never expected. That's your message. Just copy and paste it once we get to Fliggity's channel. And again, thank you everybody for being here. I'm already over there ready for the raid. So let's get this going. Take care, everybody. Good night. See you soon.